Okay. So it's a few minutes late, but I'm finally back in. I'm unfortunately having a very weird... Oh, I guess the weird visual glitch is fixed. It was only visible on my end for some reason. Not on the stream, but that's fine. I missed the first hour of the game. And that's like 6 or 7 years, I think. And let's see. Oh, looks like Tibet invaded Henan. What's Henan? Henan is actually a player. I wonder if Tibet is still at war with Wei and Gansu. That's a humiliation war, so probably just a fake one. And Henan is now only allied to Manchu and Zhejiang. And Wei is allied to no one, which is a very risky play. England is fighting someone? Let's actually go. Okay, so there's this kind of weird England war. It's probably some kind of trick they're trying to do, because England cannot even see Hong Kong. Friesland, there's some kind of Ottoman war going on. Oh, we have a Leroy actually jumped on the Ottomans because there were some problems with the player, but they are not doing too hot. They're being invaded by Serbia, by Venice with most of the HRE, and Mamluks with Rastids and Tunis. So yeah, that's quite a few players. Actually, let me change my. Okay, I can see the stream a bit better. So yeah, they lost the Strait, they lost all of their European possession, and they were trying to siege down Georgia. And now they're fighting versus Venetians, but there's a lot of Venetians compared to the Ottomans. And the Ottomans are going to go bankrupt soon. So I guess the always a bit of a fight. Mamluks. One battle was won versus the Venetians, and one battle versus the Serbian vassal AI. But yeah, other than that, there's not much. Oh, Serbia only wants money. Surprising. Actually, did I... So I could post the Twitch links. Okay, so that war is going to probably not be going for... Okay, unconditional to Venice. And I'm wondering... He didn't accept that peace offer from Serbia, and honestly I thought it was a pretty good deal. Especially since Serbia already has the gold mine. But fighting both Serbians and Mamluks is going to be difficult. Let's see what else is going on. There's a war with Austria? Ah, it looks like some kind of AI. We have Swabia on the map, which is something new. Austria is super rich somehow, but a lot of that is gold. Yeah, most of their income is from taxation still. And we have a nice Greece belonging to the Venetians. There's still a bit of land that the Serbs might take fairly easily, because it might be difficult for Ottomans to get access over there. And Crimea is no longer their vassal or march, so it's going to be even more difficult. I don't really see Massey. Oh yeah, you have a sub or something. Did you really use a very interesting phrase when describing it? Oh no, you just... It was the Brotherbook sub who was going to be forced to work. Did you find the sub, Massey, yourself? Or did the mods find him? We got Japan fighting. Oh, it's the vacation. No, I mean, did you find the substitute player? Japan is also in this weird English war. Tunis is in war against the Ottomans, but they're not really taking part. There are some Rashid troops. Oh, he actually messaged you from the sub request. That's super rare. You got very lucky. Oh, the Mamluks actually got beaten by Ottomans. That's surprising. So Ottomans have almost 3.5 morale and 10 discipline. Mamluks have a bit more infantry compatibility. That's surprising. That they lost with twice the numbers. Maybe it was like on a mountain or something. We got Congo fighting the Irish. Oh, it's actually an inter-Irish war? Desmond and Munster, but that has to be a fake one, right? Or maybe... Yeah, because the Ireland over here is not actually a player anymore, it's the colonial nation in Mexico. Oh, and the Mayans are Mayans being played? Yeah, they are. I think they lost the war versus the Irish. Let's see. No? Yeah, they did. They have truces with those, but they don't have a truce with Munster. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to look at them in a second, but I'm just checking all the player wars. So apparently the Mayans got hit pretty hard by the Irish. And now they're having a bit of a struggle versus the AIs. Did they finish their... At least they're reformed. But they're only behind one Miltech, right? That's Munster is... Munster might be behind as well. Like France is 9. So I think 2 Miltechs behind it might not be the worst thing, but we'll see. Many more player wars. Doesn't seem like it. Okay, so let's look at the Rassids. Rassids are sending 15k to the Ottomans to support Mamluks. I mean, they got Ethiopia. Yeah, I mean, Incas are still alive, and depending on how things go, we might give them some safe edits, because a competent player, like, they could get some reforce right now, but for some reason the AI doesn't do anything. Yeah, but then Mexico looks like it's going to be just dead when it comes to natives. It's very unfortunate that the Aztec player couldn't play every session, because I think Aztec and Kokomes together would be much more of a threat versus the invaders from Europe. Is Ajuran played? Ajuran is not played. And actually... And it's has no allies and no truces, so there are possibilities. Ava is cutting off all of Indochina from China. Majapahit is expanding into Malacca, where they're taking over most except for the very tip and a bit of Terengganu. Brunei is doing surprisingly well for himself. Last session he finally expanded by a whole bunch. I think Tondo is his vassal as well, that's right. Also he killed Taiwan. Did he just kill him? Yeah, looks like he just killed him this session. Okay. Wait, we still have Korea? Oh, it's an AI. Oh, probably one of his colonies survived and now he's colonizing all over the place. It's a free AI. Someone should vassalize it, because, I mean, it's always some colonists. How's the religion map? We've got some Protestants in Europe. Bohemians are no longer Hussite, because apparently Hasidism sucks. We have Lubeck being Protestant, England being Protestant, Friesland, and that's it. We have the Italians being Orthodox, which is the most unusual thing, but other than that, Hindu in England, no real changes in China, despite that there being some possibilities. Not oh, Congo is Catholic, that's I guess a bit new, and Irish are Orthodox, of course. Hindu in England. What? I'm not sure about that. They're just Catholic nations. They're just rebels. Oh, I said sorry. I meant in India. Yeah, let's keep an eye on the Ottomans. So they've managed to push back the Mamluks, but now that the Venetians control the strait, they can just give access to Serbians and they just walk across. Still, the Serbian army, unless they recruit a bit more troops, it's not going to be enough to fight versus the Ottomans. And they control almost all of their forts in Asia Minor. The problem is they are not really... Oh, we have Age of Reformation starting. The problem is they don't control the entry fort that the Mamluks managed to snipe from an AI that rebelled from them. I mean, frankly, the Ottomans are just delaying, and they cannot really fight longer than... They already have 12 corruption, and they are running out of money fast. They barely have an income. Like, actually, how do they have such a tiny income? They have a lot of devastation in some of the provinces. I guess it's just not that many good provinces. They lost a lot, to be fair, and half of the rest is being occupied. Oh, Tunis is actually coming in to help out. I guess it might be difficult for Mamluks alone to fight if they don't engage properly. But with such an advantage in numbers, they should be able to win rather easily. You have a Genoa still doing fairly well in the Astrakhan area, I guess. There were no new wars between Indians and Timurids, at least from what I can see. And while Timurids are behind in technology, they are not behind in mill tech. However, oh, they still didn't finish their mill ideas, and they don't have the second idea group, which Mawar actually has finished. Economic first and then quality, so their quality should be pretty darn good. Too bad all their best national ideas are in the third ideas group. Damn, that's some really nice ideas they could get. Discipline, land fire, and national manpower modifier. This would be very nice to have a bit earlier, but unfortunately it's not going to happen. Oh, we have a battle going on against the Ottomans, and they are doing surprisingly well versus the both Tunis and Rassis, because they're fighting at the -3. Oh my god, that yeah, that would do it usually. Fighting at the -3 mountains. How did they even with this giant numbers advantage, the Mamluks are barely winning. Yeah, that was actually too close to what it's supposed to be. Is this river surrounded? Is this province surrounded by rivers? No, there's Mush and I guess Mush is the only province they could get access through without the river crossing. That's a damn good province for a fort, especially if you put like a fort here as well. Then you can only access it with the rivers, and the -3 is just so bad. You can't really afford to fight battles like that, even with like 3 times the numbers. And now they're actually doing the smart thing, which is cutting off access for the Ottomans to the fort. They should also put some troops, at least from the north somewhere. But the fort should fall relatively soon, and now the Ottoman numbers are really low, and they have no manpower. They probably could recruit some mercs, but they also don't have money to spare to... they can't debase right now. It's only a highlight fort over here. Highlands. Yeah, they last mountain fort. I believe that was their last one. Yeah, it just fallen. It's not gonna be long. I'm gonna check that England war. Looks like this one is a fake one. Oh, I guess Hong Kong does control South Africa, so perhaps that's the target of the British. What else could that possibly be? Where are the English doing anything with it? Oh, they are. So they are actually preparing, I think, for the invasion of the Cape. Wait, what? No, it's not a real war, right? Yeah, that's just the provinces of the old Munster. Yeah, it's really hard to tell those two apart. The color is pretty much identical as well. Comes at least managed to get out of that war versus the Aztecs. But yeah, recovering versus the Irish is going to be most difficult. Especially since his numbers are not that great, even compared to the colonial nation. Yeah, Desmond and Munster together have more force limit than he does, and that's not even counting England in. And to be fair, England might be busy in another conflict for quite a while. And Hong Kong is doing quite a smart thing over here. He is suffering from attrition quite a bit, but actually no, not even. I guess he suffered a bit on a tick, but still. And he is in this war with Rosby. Wait, no, Rosby is not in this war. And he has Majapahit, Japan, and Brunei, but I don't believe they're sending forces anywhere. Rosby is just allied but not called in. Maybe they allied later, but Rosby is sending condottieri, which is very nice. Hong Kong is recruiting troops as well. And he is allied with the Irish. There's going to be an interesting war around the Africa area. Looks like the native African nations are siding either against or for the colonizers. I guess they're siding against one colonizer or the other because it's Hong Kong versus England. So they're both colonizing Africa. England will be able to easily snatch this province, and I don't think there's anything Hong Kong can do really, because that's yeah, he just snatches the colony and there's no land access to it, so he cannot really defend it against the what I assume is Supreme British Navy. There's a war in China of some kind. I guess 8 heavies, but yeah, versus England that's not going to be enough. So it's Wei versus Shimazu and Japan alone, started by Shimazu actually. And at the same time Henan and Manchu are attacking Wei. Oh, that's... so Wei is being betrayed by Henan and Manchu actually, who are joining with the Japanese to invade Wei. Oh, that's... but I guess that's what happens when you don't have any allies. I'm surprised though, because yeah, I guess he left Henan versus the Tibet alone, Wei. And Henan had no choice than to find other allies than Wei. At least I assume that's what happened. That must have been a quick war though. But Henan was kind of broken after the war versus Fujian in the south. Yeah, but that might give a chance for Fujian to recover their lands lost to Wei. This might be... I wonder what's going to happen in China now. There's a battle on the Mountain Fort, but it's not working out in Manchu's favor. They also lost their horde bonus because they were fighting not on a flat land. But what they would be mostly afraid of as Wei is the Japanese, because they have probably a significantly higher army quality, although it might not be... Actually, Wei has a great quality of his troops. He has quality finished, which is unlike any of the Japanese. And economics going on. Yeah, Wei should be crushing, and I think he might even have some temporary events going on. Yeah, at least one for morale. So now that I think about it, I'm not so afraid about Wei's position versus the Japanese, because those 40k are not going to be able to win versus superior numbers of Wei on a mountain fort. That's just not going to happen. And Henan alone has max 20, I mean max a bit more, but at least right now has like 16k. And Manchu just lost the battle. So actually Wei just might kill everyone and just win. I mean, what I would do as Wei is spare at least some people. Even though they probably backstabbed, of course Japanese didn't backstab Wei, but Manchu and Henan used to be allied to them. Because he needs to ally someone. He cannot be fighting everyone around him. So I think it would be a good move to at least make someone turn towards his side. And now Wei is going to be fighting a favorable battle in better terrain. He doesn't have a good general, but neither do the Japanese. And yeah, they just go back. Yeah, Wei is strong. I think Wei could realistically win versus everyone around him. Honestly. Like, Henan cannot really combine his forces with the Manchu and Japanese. Japanese kind of suck on land despite their great government and national ideas, but Shimazu doesn't really have national ideas to speak of, and Japan is going for like naval or something. Meanwhile, Manchu is kind of struggling. Americas are looking to belong to the Irish. They already ate a huge chunk from Kokomes. And Kokomes is the only native. Meanwhile, in the south, the Africans are expanding. Songhai exiled from Africa and is now mostly living in Brazil. And he's actually doing decently well. He is ahead of the Irish, especially I think in income. Like, wow, 36 income in 1500s as an exile. You can see the Irish have together barely have that much. So that's pretty good for Songhai, I have to say. And there's also Portugal expanding in Caribbeans. A few British colonies as well. I guess it's still England. Does he need Ireland to form Great Britain? No, he just needs Tech 10, which actually will be pretty soon. Did the English try to invade Cape? Not yet. The trap is not yet sprung by the Hong Kong forces. Meanwhile, the Wei tries to find a way, and I guess that's his one problem. He's doing okay economically. He's making actually 40 ducats. It's not that much less than all of his enemies combined, but the problem is he has his army together can defeat all of his enemies combined, but it might be difficult when he has to run around. It might be difficult for him to force peace, but he's at war. Oh, it's a difficult combination, I guess. Shimazu and Japan and Henan and Manchu. So ideally he would force one set and then... Yeah, I think Japanese got stack wiped. That seems pretty clear. Like that, actually Shimazu got stack wiped. I think that stack is managed to survive. Shimazu got stack wiped. Yeah, because like those stacks from Manchu and Henan are not a threat to the Wei army. But fighting Manchu has no forts is going to be very annoying, at least. He only has a mountain fort. There are no forts in Korea. There's a single... I guess there's a few forts, but one is occupied by separatists in Henan. Felice is a vassal of Oirat? Yeah, they attack with 40 together, but what's the combat with? 24, so that's not ideal, but I mean, it's not like going with 60k at once, it's not that tragic. Oh, how's the Ottoman War? It's still going on? Oh, okay, yeah, both Mamluks and Serbs are stuck with having, I guess, not enough war score, so they're waiting for the ticking war score to go as high as it can, and actually, I mean, they're not going to go to 99%, so what they're going to do... Ottomans are bankrupt, so I mean, they're in no rush, and it doesn't look like Serbia is going to peace out first. Oh, Shimazu still has problems with talking in private voice chats. I mean, private chats in game, because he's now offering someone an alliance and declaration of war on Manchu. I assume it's Wei. So that would be a white peace with the Japanese. Kill Manchu, kill Henan, and everybody's happy in this situation. Now it's going to be very easy for Wei to win, because yeah, I would go for Henan first. Because I assume like most of the land in here would actually go to the Japanese anyways, because it's like in their trade node. I guess Kirin is fine for Wei as well, but it's not that great of the land. I assume Henan has, that's some far better provinces. And actually a target that he wants to take before Tibet or Zhejiang takes it. That's... What? England is attacking Ile Bourbon. Guess he saw the army of Hong Kong in here. Oh, there's 19 heavies for Hong Kong, but that's... England has such a superiority in naval quality that they're probably going to win easily. Oh, this colony might just finish before the English make it on the other colony. Oh, that's unfortunate end for Taiwan. So apparently Taiwan died in because everyone in Asia was afraid that England would no-CB him and vassalize him. So they just attacked him. But I mean, like, it would take England a while to get to Taiwan, because he has no maps over there. That's quite an overreaction, I think. And yeah, Manchu peaced out because now he has troubles with the Japanese coming. It's going to be a fun war. Like, Manchu has a very nice fort to protect against the Japanese. And I think they're kind of even, with Japanese having a superiority in numbers and Manchu having a superior quality. And Henan basically doesn't stand a chance, I think. Yeah, I don't think there was a real need to kill Taiwan because of England. But, well, I'm not actually sure if there's much that... Oh, Congo is invading Rosvi Empire, and he's doing quite well for himself. England is supporting Congo, so Congo is choosing the Europeans. Meanwhile, Rosvi and I think UAR as well. No, UAR is kind of on neither side for at the moment. Rosvi chose the Chinese, Congo chose the Europeans, and it looks like Rosvi might have chosen poorly, because Rosvi is not being supported by anyone, and they are losing quite badly already. Congo might be doing quite well for himself. Ottoman still stuck. Oh, actually, all of Castile. I think they might have finished Castile the last session. I think Brandenburg is protected this session, so that's why there's nothing going on there. And there are 2 AIs in HRE? Oh, 3. Hamburg, Mainz, and Salzburg. Brandenburg doesn't count because, as I said, he's protected as a player nation. We got a huge HRE, and Austria is back to being the emperor. So yeah, now the forts are being controlled by Wei in Henan. He actually could move in and just stack wipe Henan with no problem. And yeah, Wei is looking good. Oh. Lost Chevalier. Was Manchu? Did he rage quit? Maybe there's going to be something in the... Oh, he's writing. He probably rage quit. Oh, he lost electricity apparently. Well, that's unfortunate. I mean, he's not going to be protected from this war anyways. But to be fair, like... I wonder if his AI be able to defend himself. The Japanese did choose the war goal on Kamikawa, so AI would agree to peace out for that though, and that's going to be very bad for Manchu, because they really need a launching ground to invade Japan. No, to be fair, like, Hokkaido is not a perfect place to invade Japan from. Fire riposte. Oh, there's oof, Rosvi got wrecked. Lost his gold mines. Did he lose all of them? Now he has still 2 left, but that's still a huge hit, especially his lands being split in 3. And there's no way, because of the uncolonized land, to go anywhere from this pocket. I guess if he actually gets support from Asians, he might be able to come back in some way, but for now it's not looking great. I mean, for now the Manchu AI is doing fine, and sure, the Japanese might be able to take something, but because of the supremacy of their navy, but that's that might not be enough. Eventually, with the ticking war score, it will be. And Wei didn't take that much. I guess he has a deal with Tibet to split Henan, because he's letting him have the southern part, which has some pretty good promises. It's all farmlands, and he's keeping the 4 in Henan proper, I guess, for himself. The Ottoman War is still going on. What? Are they just all just sitting and eating rebels every few months? Yeah, Ottomans are not sending a like stab hitting peace offers, I don't think. Serbs are very close to 99, like they only need 9% more. They split the Ottomans like pretty much perfectly, to be honest. So they are both denying themselves a good peace. And let's see, is there anything new? Racids are expanding in Ajuran, which is what you'd expect to happen. I wonder if Racids actually like joined Rosvi. The Racids have a pretty strong army. I wonder how their economy is doing. 27. Yeah, it's not that hot. Imerina is actually surprisingly wealthy for just a tiny island. I mean, it's a huge island, but tiny country. And they're still being played. Even though they have not really expanded outside of Madagascar. Oh, the English troops landed on Cape. And I'm not sure if did something happen here. Were there any battles? Yeah, there were 2, and Hong Kong lost both of them, despite having twice the numbers somehow. Guess it's a flatlands fort, but still. Oh, he doesn't have a fort on the mountain? That's unfortunate. I mean, he has 3 times the numbers of the English. Should be able to win. And the general is fairly better for English, but once Brunei comes into equation, 16th. Yeah, the British are going to get away. Just barely though. Someone unconditional or not? Circus. Wasn't Circus... What was he? I'm not sure. Henan is doing something. I guess there was a like war between him and Tibet, but yeah, I guess he truce broke, but Tibet just peaced out. Oh, you were in observer mode, okay. Yeah, because people have different Twitch tag on Twitch and in game, I get always confused. Yeah, so England won 2 battles, but now they're just not really getting any closer to forcing any kind of peace. And at least the Manchu AI is doing pretty damn well. Yeah, I mean, like, England won a battle or 2 on Cape, and that's great, but so what? They managed to capture like a colony here, a few islands here and there. But what's the like long game plan? I guess eventually Congo is going to kill Rosvi unless something changes in that front. And that would really threaten Cape. Oh, and White Peace. Yeah, there's... England would really need to go in quickly for the Cape to block the reinforcements from Asia and somehow defeat the navy of the Asians, which for now I think the British or English would be able to do fairly easily. 25 heavies with... what ideas do they have? They have quality and their national, which is honestly enough. Hong Kong doesn't really have anything for the navy. Yeah, exploration and expansion. Nothing is national. Naval for Brunei, but he doesn't have that much in his national ideas. And Mojapahit is starting naval as well. So I think England would have a superiority in quality for sure. And the quantity would be a difficult question because oh, Mojapahit has 25 heavies, 8 for Brunei, and I think like 30 for Hong Kong. So, so that's around 60 versus 25. That's if the Asians, I guess, started the battle properly and reinforced well, they could win, but naval battles are difficult, man. Quality is very important. Yeah, I mean, Ottomans don't have to peace out. They don't need to give 200% both times. Someone has to give in, like. And if neither Mamluks nor Serbia want to, then honestly, I think Serbia should give in. Like, they only need this much land. Can they even just...
Hello there.
Hi, who's there?
I just died as Hanan.
Oh yeah, Hanan. Yeah, that's so I just finished my thought from what I was just talking. So Serbia could just take the Balkans from the Ottomans in the stab hits. So I'm not sure why they're not doing that. I think they might be being a bit too greedy for their own good. But yeah, you just so yeah, Hanan did not do that hot. What happened at the beginning of the session while I wasn't here? Can you tell?
Tibet invaded me, what was expected. And the traitorous Wei didn't join the war. So after the war, I made a coalition with Japan and Manchu to kill Wei. And then basically Japan died in the first battles and
Yeah,
peaced out
Japan
immediately.
quality is
And then declared war on my ally Manchu, who also had to peace out of the war, and then I was left alone against Wei.
Yes, this was like real Game of Thrones moment with the sides turning so quickly.
Yeah.
How did Zhujian fit into all of this?
Yeah, the Purple Nation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a truce, so he couldn't join the war against Wei. Otherwise, he would have.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's.
Mr.
Yeah,
Mr. Bazante, can you do me a favor?
What do you want to see?
What the fuck's going on with Leroy?
I mean, Serbia has 90% on Ottomans, and Mamluks have 80% on Ottomans, so he is not forced to peace out.
No, I know, but are they? Do they both still have taking war score? Or?
I mean, they're at max.
So they're both at max, but both aren't piecing out.
Yep, and I have no clue why Serbia is not piecing out, because he could just stab hit for provinces in Balkans. I mean, he doesn't have to agree to a 200% peace to both of them. So if they just want to sit and eat rebels, then...
Yeah, I guess.
Yes, like, you're looking at the stream? Look what Serbia could take. Even maybe this? Yeah, that's another nation.
Which is more than enough.
Yeah.
You know,
even some gold. Look how much gold they could take. I don't think they expect to take anything in Asia Minor. That would be a bit ambitious.
Yeah, I don't get it.
But if they want to deny Mamluks and eat rebels, then I guess it's fine.
Kind of weird, but sure. If that's the fetish.
Yeah, like this. Hi, Cathal.
Who am I to judge?
How is the nation doing? I see you still sitting on just one Tengri province. That's way too few, I'd say. And you're super poor.
To who are you talking?
He's talking to Katal, who's in the chat.
Yeah, Katal is in chat.
Oh yeah, I see.
Oh, actually, there's another war versus the Mayans. And... oh, what does... we got Manchu coming back, and I think his AI managed to protect his mainland against the Japanese, so that's great for him. The Japanese quality is nowhere near to what you'd expect them to be, because they only have either no ideas for Shimazu, or only naval ideas for Japan proper. So that's not enough to beat a horde on the flatlands, especially with some ideas which Manchu do have. Not as many as Wei, but still.
How is it going, Mr. Bezantic?
Hi everyone. There's that's fairly entertaining. Like the stuff in Asia was really a Game of Thrones moment with sides changing all the time. Like there was at first Wei betrayed Henan, then everyone around Wei betrayed him, then Japanese betrayed Manchu and Henan, I guess. Only to Wei mostly win the most, I guess. Because the Japanese are now losing to Manchu.
That means oh, Zhejiang is gonna ally Wei. That's interesting.
I'm not sure if he will.
Nah, they
have to
cancel
roll
alliance and cancel the whatchamacallit? Rivalry. I know English. Yes.
Oh, he cancelled the rivalry.
That really took me to a deep place. Holy fuck.
Yeah, but Wei is doing super hot for himself. Like his army quality is super great. I mean, he could, I think, compete with Jujian
Wait,
even.
Okay. Go to Anatolia. Leroy just DM'd me that something interesting happens.
Oh!
He fucking
Oh my god! Yes, yes.
Fucking hell, man! No
That's-
CP.
That's the eye of the tiger that Kimi needed to
Kill him
become.
now.
Yeah.
They can kill him. Gimme. Oh no.
He's not a good player.
Oh wait, all of HRE joined. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, because Serbia is in the HRE. Like,
Oh yeah. Never. That might not have been as good as the as I thought initially, but still, that's the place
not
you need
really
to do
good, but
if you want to win.
it is a chat move though. That
Yeah.
I mean, it could be like as a deal like they've going, so that they can actually.
Yeah, like
out.
yeah, they're not. I think they
oh yeah,
have
it
a
looks
deal.
like that's a
They're
deal.
not really fighting.
Still though, no CB. Why didn't you just send an insult? What the fuck?
Oh, and yeah, that's fake war versus Aragon. Never mind.
What is QQ doing? Okay.
He was expanding into Georgia. He is actually allied to Timurids and what is left of Ottomans, so.
Oh,
I guess
Hormuz
that's
is still alive.
Yeah.
Don't ask
Somehow.
why.
You want to come back on it?
No.
They're not actually. Oh, they are Ibadi. Nice.
Yeah, I converted them.
That's pretty nice. 10% goods produced, you know.
Yeah, that was the one thing I did well in this whole game.
By the way, like the Africans are both siding with colonial empires from other continents. Congo is siding with English, which is for now working for them pretty great.
Oh, they killed
They
Rosvi.
defeated Rosvi and took 2 of his gold mines. Meanwhile, Rosvi is allied, at least was allied to Hong Kong and was supporting him in the war for the Cape.
I mean, Rosvi is Kraft is usually such a nice player. I've never really seen him kill people. This is the first time.
I mean, his name is Killer Koala, so I guess
He just wants
I
to
think-
protect the koalas.
yeah, Mayans
I
just
assume
died.
that he wants to form the Rosovi Empire.
I assume so. Yeah.
I think
there
it
goes,
might be the end for Mayans at this point.
Yeah, probably.
But I think like the Aztecs at the beginning were so promising. They were doing so well.
But then he didn't show up anymore.
Yep, very unfortunate. The UAR still
A big
didn't
green blob.
quite finish.
Wait, what the fuck? How did my manpower went up this much? Jesus Christ.
I was thinking the exact same thing about
Wait, oh, Imerina was trying to invade Rosvi, but I think something didn't go according to plan.
Oof.
Because they're stuck on their island.
Yeah, originally, I would have helped them as Hormuz. I was his ally to kill Kilwa, but yeah, it did not go to plan against Racit, so.
Yeah. I guess if Rosvi was able to invade Imerina, but they don't have enough transports. So I guess they're just stuck.
Yeah.
Japanese are still at war and they are landing, but that's just annoyance. And honestly, if like Hong Kong or someone from Indonesia decided to help Manchu, they could have Japan for themselves.
Yeah, but Hong Kong is neutral. He does not want to help with anything.
Yeah, the Japanese don't have. I guess they have a lot of galleys, but they have almost no heavies. Oh, Nissel is actually following. Is he a... Are you Nissel?
I am
Oh,
Nissel.
you are Nissel, okay. It's a bit different than Flemish Clone Trooper.
Yeah. That was like the name they gave me in another server. In my first Discord server, so I thought I just take it as my name everywhere.
Wait, why did the Mamluk war score go down this much?
Probably lost the war goal. Yeah.
No,
They don't have the war goal.
That's the fort there, yeah.
It's an Ottoman war
Clear?
on Marash. So Mamluks do control the war goal. I'm not sure, they lost like 15 war score somehow. I guess they like one of the sieges, I guess, somewhere. Or maybe they gave up some sieges. Not sure.
Imagine a fairy tale coming back next week and seeing his country.
Yeah, I mean, he still got lucky that Leroy jumped in on it. And I don't think, like, I at least wouldn't protect it in this kind of situation. I wasn't really here today, but I don't think Radix would, or Leroy. There's some AI wars.
The tide quickly turned in the Middle East. In the start we had a whole coalition against the Mamluks, but then Timmy lost a war, I lost a big war, and Ottomans lost a war, and everything fell apart.
Yeah, Mamluks are looking great.
Yeah, the plan was originally to, Hormuz, Timmy, QQ and Ottomans invade Mamluks, and Tunis would backstab back then, I think. But then Ottomans got invaded by Venice in the middle of it.
Yeah, and Timmys are quite busy with the... I don't think they can spare their forces to a big war in the west.
Yeah. Timmy is still looking good.
Yeah, he's still looking okay, but if he really wants to win the next war versus the Indians, to at least recover his forts.
Yeah, QQ is now looking fine. After he fixes rebels, but it seems like it is an endless
Yeah, I
scroll.
mean, it's looking much better than before, I guess, but he still has one idea.
Yeah, those rebels kept spawning.
Yeah, like QQ is a difficult start at the beginning. You get a very unstable nation, like I think one of the most unstable nations in the game.
Yeah. I know one thing, I'm never gonna play in China anymore.
Yeah, China is a snake pit. Like we actually have a... That's something I wonder about. We get a inter-Chinese war way more often than we get an Indian war. Like we have a Bengal died, and that's... Is it the only Indian nation that died?
Yes.
No, that player left in the beginning.
Yeah, Sirhind left.
Yeah.
Before he even played one session. I guess it's usually because we have a similar number in India and in China, but there's way less space actually in China, so they kind of are forced. And
Yeah,
Chad
now,
was forced to waste 600 mil, and I'm mad.
and now Ottoman should be forced to peace out. Brandenburg is going on a crusade. They're going to the Holy Land. Yeah. And yeah, Durkandir is here, taking a lot of land, and he has some pretty nice provinces for force as well. Now Serbia will be able to just take all theirs. I wonder what they will actually take. Like, Will they actually go for land in Asia Minor? That would be surprising.
Venice is looking really strong. Is he a
Yeah,
great
yeah.
power yet or not?
I don't think so. Oh, he's 6th. So it's and he's pretty close to Tibet, which is number 5.
Yeah.
Right now we have Timurids at 1, France, Muscovy, Wei, Tibet, Venice, Aragon, Congo. I guess some of them are still, because of colonialism not being embraced everywhere. Where did... I know a war just started. Oh, it's a fake war between Serbia and France.
When
Someone
can
is-
Aragon form Spain?
And I mean, he annexed Navarra. What requirements exactly? Yeah, he's Tech 10.
Oh.
And yeah, because there's a Muslim province of Tunis in the south, he cannot form Spanish in a Spanish nation in any way.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's a nice split of the Iberia.
Yeah, it looks nice for a change.
Last campaign Iberia. Oh my god.
Yeah, but Aragon really wants Malaga, which might be very convenient because Tunis also wants 2 provinces from Aragon. And even though they have more depth than Malaga, I'd say for Aragon, Malaga is actually more important because it's a really good position for a fort.
Yeah.
To protect
Also,
from the
like
south side.
Spain is a thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
But yeah, Tunis gets Carthage, so that's a fair deal. But I think like if they traded provinces like this, it would be a better deal for Aragon.
Is Wei stronger as Tibet or?
I think Wei is stronger. Maybe not economically. 46, 61. But yeah, that's a trade deal with Hong Kong.
I think
So-
Tibet has the better troop corps there.
Uh,
Because he is like a theocracy. No, he's
he
not.
has 4 morale. He has a bit less discipline and 25% less infantry compatibility.
Oh yeah,
But he has
because of the...
quite a bit more morale. So I guess Tibet is slightly better in quality as well. So Tibet is stronger, but I think Wei is... he fought a lot of difficult wars just now.
He
Oh,
didn't need to fight
vassalized.
anything.
What did you say once again? Sorry.
He didn't need to fight anything. Just everybody backstabbed each other.
Yeah, like, but he did fight a difficult war versus Jujian before,
break.
and like still his probably autonomy is pretty high everywhere.
Oh
He
yeah.
has inflation 10% more, so I think once he's oh, he's drilling. That's interesting. He actually has 20% professionalism. That's not bad.
Does
Once
drilling cost extra?
not extra, but it's still full maintenance. So like it's not something you necessarily want to do. Depends on. I think it would be better for a way to spend money on buildings. Right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty much not built up at all. But generally, I think once Wei actually consolidates, annexes vassals, he has a lot of vassals. Yeah, and he might be getting an alliance with Jujian once they probably hate each other. Wait, didn't we change? Yeah, he needs to have less than 200, which is probably doable eventually. He needs some allies. Maybe he can get a better deal with Manchu now that they work out their differences.
Oh, did Manchu peace out?
Yeah, it looks like they peace out. And it's that Japanese got Kamikawa back. And Manchu didn't get anything in Korea, which is a bit surprising to me, to be honest.
Yeah.
I guess if they declare war on this land, they get the war goal, they will be able to get it fairly easily. The truce is only for 4 more years, so that's going to be...
If they
no
keep
problem.
fighting like this, Tibet is gonna have an easy game.
Yeah. That's a good point, like... if Tibet is still left alone, then he's going to be doing well for skill, because Ava is going to be busy eating all of Indochina, and Jaunpur is going to be going for Timurids.
Yeah,
But
I can't really do anything.
Yeah.
Tibet got a lot of high def land from me in the first war.
Yeah.
So
And not that many farmlands though, so that's something
yeah,
he
he got
doesn't have.
a gold
like
province.
2. Yeah, gold province is very nice.
Yeah,
this
and
one.
mountains to protect.
But
him
I think
from
if
Wei.
like Wei gets either Banchu or Zhujian as their ally, they could be reasonably be able to beat Tibet. Because,
Yeah, but
like,
the thing is, Tibet wants Wei's land, and Manchu also wants Wei's land. They are natural allies at this point.
Yeah.
I think. So
yeah. So like if Tibet, Zhujian, and Banchu decide to kill Wei, then it's going to be very difficult for him. And for now, he
That's
has
one
no
of the
allies.
things I don't understand with the Manchu-Wei alliance. Like from the get-go, I would understand Wei Oirat, because then like you have the like Oirat
Yeah,
wants the
Oirat can
land
go
of
for
Manchu.
Gansu, and
And Gansu, and Wei gets like the southeastern part of China. But like since Wei are at Manchu, like Manchu has only shitty land to expand into Oirat, and you don't want that land.
yeah.
So
I mean,
like,
he could go like something crazy like Uzbek, but
either way, like Manchu has to flip, like in my opinion, a Catholic religion, be it Orthodox, Christian, Jewish. Nah, Jewish not Christian. You want Cossacks, that's the thing, because like you get the 15% death cost on your steps, and you have a lot of
quite
steps
far from any Catholic.
You can't just do a deal with like Manchu, not Manchu, Muscovy, if you can see it.
Yeah, he can see it. Pretty. Actually, he can see a lot of Eastern Europe. But I
Because,
think it's the problem for Manchu is that he's really weak on his own. So if, for example, Manchu and Tibet both declared war on Wei, Wei could just kill Manchu because he has like 1/4 before Tibet is even able to get across. And Wei would still probably lose to Tibet 1v1, but that wouldn't really help Manchu now, would it?
It would only help Manchu if Wei goes bankrupt.
Yeah, if like Manchu is declaring the war second, so
also like Manchu is in a nice spot. That yes, he has no forts, but there's a lot of flatlands.
Yeah,
and yes,
and, like,
we have a lot of
still
very
a very
good troops.
annoying fight.
Yeah, and you don't want to into Kev. That's how much? Can you check how much mil Manchu has?
How much? What?
Mil mana stored up.
Not that much. He actually started his golden era.
Yeah, because like with Tech 10, he gets an insane damage boost again. Like,
it's going to be a while. But I guess his truce is not going to. Truce is only for 2 more years.
If he gets the institution, like
where did
if he gets the
colonialism
institution
spawn, by the way?
In Hong Kong.
Oh, nice for the Chinese.
Yeah.
But what I don't understand is how Hong Kong isn't betrayed yet.
Because he makes money and gives everybody money.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, like he gives money to Tibet. Zhujian is kind of busy. Who else would invade him?
It's like if Hong Kong survives, like he makes a lot of ducats. Because he is a merchant republic, he gives everybody goods produced. He has high trade efficiency, and
he's building colonies that also are bringing money. I mean, not actually with the way he does it, but usually that's how it works.
Yeah, as far as I understand it, like he tries to prevent the Europeans of coming to Asia. But that doesn't really matter. Like you have two nations in Southeast Asia who picked expansion for whatever reason.
Yeah, they're going to finish colonization pretty quickly. That's I guess if Vijay actually took the last few provinces of Malacca.
Yeah, it was
Malacca died.
Malacca died, but I didn't think anyone would be able to sneak in those provinces.
I attacked Malacca, I called him in. He got the 3 provinces in the south. He a separate piece, and I got the north. So
Yeah, I
my
mean, for you
borders
it's
looks
great.
absolutely disgusting, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, it works way worse in the player buff mode. When you see vassals, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Actually, it's kind of bad still.
Yeah.
What is that land saying?
Khmer is still another war.
Is he
And
still
2
a
wars.
player?
No.
Oh,
No, it's for like. Oh, it's actually 106%. Damn, that's some
Yeah.
good provinces then.
25 death, 12 death, 10 death.
Yeah, pretty good.
I already
Okay,
had like
I'm actually going to go for a little break, so be right back.
same.
Not be that long.
okay, I'm gonna eat some spaghetti.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. And we're back. In the meantime, looks like we got Yemen being formed by Russids. They probably kept their ideas. Yep. We got wait. Mines didn't lose that much land, but they lost like a gold mine or two.
I'm back.
Also, we don't have a player there, so that's yep. So looks like the natives in Mexico are gone. Incas are still here, and
Cool.
I guess if Songhai doesn't kill them this session, then we still might have a possibility of slotting a player there. So he probably wants to hurry. And we also had oh yeah, we actually have Ireland now. I think they just formed. Irish ideas are actually pretty good for a land nation.
Is it a player?
Ireland?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Because
It's,
I don't know what was going on there, like with
It's yeah, Thunder. He was what was that? I don't see its course anymore, so I don't remember what the name was. Like starting with D or something. Manchu is invading Korea? Oh, it's actually pretty good for him because he will secure Sakhalin for himself. Which I guess is something. I mean, there's no point putting forts to guard
Korea's
8
enemies.
death. He actually should probably vassalize them.
Yeah, totally, and make a reconquest war against Shimazo Wei. Nope.
Oh, never mind.
He ate it.
I mean, just for colonizing, because Korea did have some kind of colonial ideas.
Yeah.
And it would be kind of annoying. But at least he's in the same trade node, so Korea should colonize in Girin. But I guess never mind. That's not going to happen. The only player war is not a real player war because it just yeah, Austria just decided because he was as an emperor protecting Hamburg, which is a free city. But now that's gone. It's only Norway, which I think is only alive because it's in the HRE, and the emperor is actually going to protect Norway against Sweden for some reason, even though it's 12 death.
Oh, Europe looks interesting.
Yeah, it's
The first
mostly
one
HRE.
Yeah, it's the first time I take a look. Oh, and there's a Byzantium.
Oh, looks like
Venice tech switched.
oh, Byzantium, nice. He changed his ideas as well.
Yeah,
Very
Byzantium.
nice.
Like Venice ideas suck.
Yeah, and Byzantine are actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Not perfect, but decent.
They are way better than Venice ideas. Like that's the baseline.
Yeah, so nice we have Byzantium. I wonder how many more we will have this campaign.
We had like 3 last session,
Yeah.
last campaign.
Yeah. And apparently Rosvik quit, which unfortunately I guess he couldn't secure any alliances in Asia.
Yeah.
Which might actually be a problem for Asians because Congo is firmly sided with England. And with Congo on the border they cannot really protect Cape. Maybe in the end it will be Africa for the Africans instead of the colonizers.
Would be a first.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Oh, does Shanghai still live?
Once again?
Does Shanghai still live in
Yeah,
Africa?
Songhai is actually like super well.
Oh.
And I
Did
think
they-
he's setting up. Wait, where are his colonists?
Did he switch his capital? Oh, he has
Yeah,
5
he's already in Brazil.
He has lots of gold, as far as I remember.
Yeah, but his income is actually higher than the Irish still.
Then he can sell his land in Africa to the
Yeah, he
Union
only has
or
one
what
province
is
left
it
in
called?
Africa, so he is basically done with that.
Yeah.
He really should go for Incas though, because you don't want to end up with a surprising player arriving.
Does Inca? He was a
Actually,
player, right?
It was played like for a session or something.
Oh,
But
Half a session.
from that, then it was AIs, but it's still 8 in Miltech somehow.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, keep in mind, like, they start with Miltech 3 now.
Yeah, but still,
So,
that's pretty good. And they might get 9 pretty soon. It's just gonna be annoying for Songhai. They will actually have to put, especially with the mountains everywhere, they will have to put a bunch of effort. Probably bring in an ally to fight versus the Incas, but I think it would be worth it. Especially if in that way they can avoid getting a player in there. And maybe the Portuguese are actually going for Incas as well. Portuguese are a bit of a wild card in New World. Who are they allied to? Reconquest of Messina? Okay.
what is happening?
And Tunis as well. So basically we have Aragon fighting half of HRE and Tunis. Tunis is alone in its war. It's a huge war actually, because it's Aragon, France and Portugal versus Florence, Austria, Byzantium, Milan.
I mean, it's basically Austria and Italy against France and Spain.
Yep.
Is Tunis a great power yet?
No.
He's Byzantium.
Tunis?
Tunis. Oh, I was thinking Venice. Sorry.
No, Tunis.
Yeah.
It looks like
Because
Tunis
he looks very
pissed.
strong.
Oh, Tunis got his. Oh, and he cucked Florence as well. There's no more war goal in the war. So that's actually gate for that's a good move from Aragon. He gave Tunis
smart.
the provinces, but Tunis didn't give up Malaga, which is a great starting point for any invasion into Iberia for Tunis in the future. So if Aragon
He
actually
already
loses
had
this war,
Malacca,
yeah, but he didn't like exchange it, at least yet.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, selling the Messina along with the 2 provinces that Tunis needs for Carthage, it's a really good move because it denies the Italians 40 war score. They would be able to keep basically until the end of the war, because by the time French and Spaniards got to Sicily, they would have basically conquered all of Italy. And I don't think actually who has the naval supremacy. Yeah, Italians. Firmly Italians. A lot of galleys on their side. Basically no fleet for either Aragon or France. How are the numbers in general? A bit better for the HRE side. But they would actually have to bring all of them into one place. And on the other hand, actually Portugal is probably not going to be committing much, so... no, they are moving somewhere. What? I guess that's an interesting path, but it works out. I wonder if it's the higher quality. With so many players, it's going to be hard to decide who has the overall advantage. But overall, the Italians have mountain forts, so I'd say for now they're going to be able to probably win versus the French, I'd say. They have equal generals for now. Yeah, but that -2 is going to hurt. Byzantium has higher morale and higher discipline. It's going to be about the numbers they have managed to gather. And they didn't have that much time, so I don't think Austrians... no, Austrians are here. Florence is still recruiting.
Oh, friends. Yeah.
Florence, I think
right.
the Italians have it overall. The Portuguese troops are not going to bring in much of a fight. And
Aragon is reinforcing?
Yeah, but all of the troops are committed except for the Portuguese. And Portugal actually has a superior general. He should go in... I guess, yeah, he should have waited, but there's a lot more reinforcements left for HRE.
Yeah.
There's more Portuguese coming, but it's too late.
Yep.
I guess it's the Portuguese general is not that better. Oh, because the general from Florence came and he was F4-4. There's a sneaky French 5k stack. I mean, 5k might be a bit too much, but I don't mind people sending like tiny stacks to occupy stuff, because that's basically trying to out-micro your opponent. But actually, Hungarian AI might be on top of things. Actually, let's see what it's doing.
He's maybe occupying the gold province, France. Yeah, he's gonna try to occupy gold.
Yep, very good move. He might actually be able to at least occupy it for a second, which is always something.
Yeah, better than nothing.
Yeah, he might get caught by that Hungarian stack. Depends on what AI decides to do. It might by accident kill the French. Yep, I think the French are dead.
Oh, he's gonna hold up the troops. He might. No.
He should be. Yeah, he will be able to. Right?
Yeah. Just about, I think.
Yeah. Yep. That's a nice bit of devastation on the gold mine. And now Milan is actually assaulting it's a mountain fort on the French border. There's a lot of forts on this part of France. But this one is really critical because now they can... it's another mountain fort though. So...
They lost their assault, I think.
No. They got reinforcements from Austria.
Oh,
so just barely made it. But I don't think... Was this... Yeah, Milan is actually... Wow, he has a lot of manpower. What? Is he like the emperor?
His development?
It is pretty high. Like 200, but... Almost 100k from Milan? That's like twice of Aragon.
Maybe he built like barracks in every state and had...
Oh,
11.
did he go for quantity perhaps? Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, that explains.
That explains it. I think Florence has it as well. Yeah, basically Italians are on top of ideas. And Aragon is a bit behind. He could start going for... He could actually take a single military idea, so he definitely should go it. Maybe even consider defensive. Because I don't think he's going to benefit from additional manpower in this war. I mean, a bit, because it's going to increase his monthly income. Oh, Ireland is actually sending condottieri, but not for too much of a price. Tunis is supporting Aragon. Okay. So it looks like the neighboring powers are actually going to be supporting French. Probably based on the...
Oh, there.
Hey, Kradex, something happening?
It says war, so I thought let's drop by.
Yeah, that's actually the only player war going on right now, so that's...
So what are these sites exactly? Can you show the diplomat mode?
It's the HRE versus France and Aragon.
Oh,
and,
so France is gonna die.
We'll see. I mean, for now the HRE is handily winning, but Tunis and Ireland are sending more troops.
It was a war against the Aragon, so...
Yeah.
Not
it was actually a smart move because Italians declared war goal on Messina, but Tunis declared war on Aragon at the same time, and Aragon just gave him Messina before Italians got it.
Oh, so nobody is taking war score.
Yep. Which is,
nice.
Which I mean is perfect for...
Yeah, worked for Aragon. Like he would never be able to defend that shit.
Yeah, especially since Italians have naval supremacy, there was no way he would be able
Does that mean that Tunis can form Carthage now, though?
He has... he needs to be in peace, and he actually is. Maybe he doesn't have the... Yeah, he doesn't have admins, and he needs cores, so that's a bit off. But
how far? What is his stack?
I think he's 9. Most people are at 9. Yeah, he's at 9.
I'm not 9. What the fuck? I even already have 3 ideas in defensive. Get wrecked, nerd.
I was talking about... What? Yeah, but
Tech
Bachman
is,
is not most people. Actually, most people are at 10. You're right. You're just average. You're
I
right.
probably have more IDs than most people, though.
Nah,
Nah.
I'm not going to check, but because I know I'm
But,
right.
What are the numbers on each side? You can see the numbers.
HRE has a bit more overall, and actually they have way more now. Livonian
that's not
Order
that
and
much more, to be
Brunswick
honest.
are supporting. Is that? I think it's counting condos in the total number, right?
Yes, it does, I think.
It's not like additional.
But to be honest, if they stack wipe those once,
Yep.
it's done. And Gasputin has some pretty good forts.
Yeah, he lost one already, but it's not the
Oh,
end
that's
of the war
such a
yet.
good fort, though. That's a -3 fort, usually.
Yeah. He went for I think Aragon or France went.
Yo, what the fuck is that Provence?
Yeah, that's a bit too many forts.
I mean, that can fuck up.
And he's actually building ramparts there.
Damn, what the fuck?
I guess. I mean, it's level 2.
It's 1.30, remember, so it's okay because you can't really assault that much.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be better to build level 4s instead?
Can he?
No.
Yeah, I mean, he needs money.
Oh, like level 4, isn't that later still?
I mean, Milan has one.
Yeah. It's but that's from the mission.
Oh, okay.
Like Milan has missions in 1.30 that upgrades his forts.
Oh, that's very.
That's crazy good.
Yes, I
so
know.
like Saluzzo is one of the best forts in the game right now, probably.
I mean, all of them get upgraded. Like he has to.
He actually didn't upgrade that one, even though
I think he has to have 3 forts in the 5 provinces, like that he has near the Alps, basically. He needs forts in 3 of them, I think, and then he can pop the mission to upgrade them.
That's some crazy good force.
But why is Milan not attacking Genoa?
They have a deal.
Yeah, they probably have some kind of deal. Like, you can't just kill everyone around you. Oh, Muscovy is forming Zaporozhye for Vassal. How is Muscovy doing, by the way? Just out of interest. 7th income.
I mean, at the end of session 2, I was pleasantly surprised by Muscovy.
Good force limit, but a bit low manpower, to be honest. But
yeah.
When can he form Russia? Yeah, pretty soon.
How did he even win the war against Timi and Uzbek?
Because Timis actually was watching that war pretty closely. The Timis and Uzbek were running around all over the place, and they weren't really going around together. So Muscovy, Uzbek and Timurids were trying to attack like from the south, and Uzbek arrived first every time.
Really scared, right? During the war, what I've been told, Timurids was really scared that the Indians would into. Was he?
Timurids didn't even he sent 20k at most, which was like half his army. He was also fighting AIs at the same time, and he didn't even fight that many battles, Timurids, because Uzbek always got defeated before he even arrived at the place. So it's basically bad timing on Uzbek and Timurid sides.
Timurids should get the trade cautious.
Oh, somebody whispered me. Who is this?
Mamluks are at the player war versus. Oh, that's a fake war. Never mind.
Oh, receipts from Yemen.
Yeah. They did it right after the break, I think.
Oh, but I thought receipts was not playing the session.
Yeah, he got a sub somehow he just got a sub by posting that he's looking for a sub, which I think is the first time I've heard it happen. Honestly.
I mean, the amount of subs have decreased dramatically since I stopped asking everybody. Not gonna lie.
But I don't think I've ever heard someone just DMing someone. Looks like the HRE is on the move, by the way.
I mean, when I need a sub, I DM every single person.
But when we have people who are on subbing duty, then it doesn't really count because they're gonna sub someone.
Oh, I can sub people now.
Oh yeah, nice. Are you interested in Incas, perhaps?
Oh,
Oh yeah,
I don't
and the
know.
Irish might get caught. You really don't want them stack wiped? Who has the better general? France has a 6 shock, terrible in fire, but I take the 6 shock.
Oh, I have really bad experience with
Oh.
6 shock generals.
Ireland has a 5-5 though. I guess they're gonna cut off this small part of the French troops. They really want to keep the Irish condos in the war. The general is just too good. They're not gonna get stack wiped though, so that's I guess fine.
I mean, it's a good battle though for France.
I guess, but they don't have terrain advantage on this side.
But it's also
But they
a battle in the
have
south.
superior
Battle in-
generals for both
Wait,
pretty much, I'd
Portugal
say.
choose a side?
Yeah, Portugal is. I mean, he's siding with Aragon because you remember the Aragon is the actual target.
Yeah, but a Portugal
gonna
actually
win all the
fight
battles.
in Europe? What is this?
I mean, he can fight for what
Also,
it's worth.
By
I
the way,
guess.
Percentage, just unrelated. You know how I got Talented Daughter, right? A 666 last game? Last
Yeah.
session?
Did
So
he
I was
actually die
rerolling to get.
first?
No, she's still alive. She's fine. But I was rerolling to get the Surya event, and then I got Luck Stella. Like, what the? Wait, I'm at war? Oh, Bengal! They didn't tell me about it, that they were done. My boat sank. Okay, I need to fight more.
Oh, and France actually loses the battle on the fort. They
Oh, that's-
just
Wait,
might
I
win
thought
this
they
one.
had it. It was a -2, right?
That was a lot of.
Yeah, we're like
Yeah, so in the end, it's actually the French that are losing. And did they just stack wipe Ireland? I
Yeah,
think they just got
stack wiped.
stack wiped.
Ireland got sacked, right? That's really
Yeah,
bad.
Ireland just got stack wiped in Salins. Salion.
Because that's
But first it looked like a blunder from the eastern side because
Yeah.
I mean, it worked out for them, I guess.
Yeah,
they
but
have more troops.
yeah, they have way more troops. They have a lot. Actually, are the Ottomans? Are you in this war with your 10k? No, okay.
I'm gonna kill the rebels.
Wait, you're still playing, Leroy? I kind of assumed you would have left.
Critics?
Yeah?
Move your troops over. I will move for the fort soon.
So Serbia didn't even take
Yeah,
all of the Balkans.
He couldn't because it's
They couldn't
much
because
death.
of the rebels.
I assume.
No, you can only take land that you have occupied. And
Yeah,
Leroy
but-
is saying, I think
but-
it was occupied by rebels.
He had a lot of chances to
wasn't
actually
even-
take.
It wasn't even part of the rules. It was just it probably got removed from his peace deal because the rebels took it.
Ah, yeah, that does happen.
How is Serbia's economy? Because I look really big, but it's really low def.
I mean,
Well, but it's
32.
banned to death, so
Oh, I
Oh,
nearly
Swiss
clicked
Jack
on
is
exit.
coming in.
Probably to observe then? I don't know.
Who's his?
Whatever. By the way, Bazentic, what can I use my channel points on your channel?
I'm
you
actually
can
going to add
highlight
some
the
awards
message.
this week. Just so you know.
Nice!
I don't think you can use it for anything right now. Can I
I'm
actually
just
check
farming points on you and Bob.
it? I cannot cheer on my own channel. That's good to know.
Are you sure, Byzantic? Because I have the option.
I don't remember. I think I was doing something with it, but I don't remember what I did with it.
Frenchie sends his regard. He joined on the coronation.
Wait, what? He asked me about this. I said he couldn't play a colonial nation.
As long as it isn't free.
Yeah,
Right.
so he has to release it, I guess. I'll
It is
talk to them
released. It is
real quick.
released.
Oh, okay.
It is independent. I guess that's. I mean, I don't really like that, honestly. And for some
I mean,
reason, I have.
yeah, but I couldn't really say no because it was an independent nation, you know?
I
I
guess.
didn't really expect it to happen. That's
I mean, I don't think that's really efficient to have people joining like this.
Byzantic check,
Yeah.
check chat.
Oh yeah, you can highlight the messages, but I was pretty sure you could do something else. Let me actually check that.
You can unlock a random set thing.
Yeah, which is 1, so that's a pretty good deal.
Leroy.
Message.
You can modify a single emote for what it's
Yeah.
worth.
But it's 900 points. I don't have that kind of points.
Leroy, can I get my events refunded?
Oh, Manchu is
Like
Manchu is getting
within
some
like 2 years,
problems, by the
2 years
way.
of the game, I got Air falls ill. That's kind of interesting. Let's see. Does he die? Oh, she died. Okay.
Oh,
No.
Austria got
within
the
a
fort
year,
with
I got
assault.
within like I got National Bank, I got Army Reform, and I got Lockstella. Like, that's
Which one
not
is the Laxdella? What does it do?
Lockstella is the one that you get a ruler, which is better than average because you get 3 options. One has 6 in admin, one has 6 in dip, one has 6 in mail, and the other are random.
I mean, a 666 is
Yeah, she just died. My Lockstella just died because of Air falls ill.
Oh, Hormuz is still alive.
Isn't
Yep.
your ruler a Luxstella?
No, my ruler is
A daughter.
a daughter, a talented daughter.
Oh, okay.
And I was gonna disinherit to get her on the throne, obviously. And then, like, she turned 15, I was in a war. And then I was after the war, I was like, well, time to disinherit. I was doing some other stuff, and the ruler died.
I wonder. I mean, France is doing pretty well when it comes to manpower, and
Yeah, France is a strong nation.
Italians are actually not doing too bad themselves.
Florence pretty bugged.
And once again, they have
Florence, 70k.
quantity, almost all of them.
Imagine that going quality, eco
Yeah, I mean,
defensive.
Milan has over 100k, which is super impressive for his side.
Wait, what? Really? He
Yeah.
has so few lands. He has more than me.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
he has
Okay.
a lot of mill depth. Like, actually, that's 10 in every province.
11.
Republic's OP.
Pretty
Probably
good.
also built all the regime, the barracks and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
And he
pretty
also-
sure he
he
has
got
every
quantity.
building possible everywhere.
Oh
Yeah,
my
he
fucking
has,
god, it's
no way, he actually has a lot of respots. He probably can. I think
You
that's
can't do the social house yet, but
yeah.
he still has a lot of open.
He actually could get a few K
looks
more.
like Great Britain is gonna enforce peace.
makes sense. Then they can actually, join the war. All right, it's time.
Wait, actually, let me check. Who are the great top 5?
It's time
It's
for
France. Yeah, okay, so I mean that's fine. He can just join.
Oh, Jampur is 666.
Hmm?
Death.
No, he's the devil.
Oh, that's you.
The devil.
I'm being really nice to everybody. Fuck off, Leroy. Like, I'm really being nice to everybody.
Actually, let me.
But yours.
Yeah, he gave me a guide on mana gain.
Yeah.
Like,
Alright.
let's be real. Critics could have unified India at that point.
Oh, maybe not unified, but I could have killed Vijayanagar pretty
Yeah.
easily.
I mean, for more important stuff, Kriliax could have been coalitioned by all of India, but he didn't. So that's the really
Yeah,
unfortunate
because
part.
I allied everybody.
Yeah.
They're running full combat with cannon.
I mean, it's not.
Oh yeah, and I mean not full because it's 25 right now.
With this
It's
amount of
only
people,
20.
it might actually be good though. Like this amount of reinforcements.
Yeah. They
it's
have a
probably
lot
good.
of reinforcements
You
in
could get,
infantry.
like 2 more infantry instead.
By the way, what is this war about? Does somebody know?
It was about Messina, but Aragon
Which
very
Tunis sniped.
yeah, he just gave it to Tunis, so now there's no war goal.
I got a DM about it. That was allowed, but it is allowed, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, we have
But
like a
maybe
rule
we
about
should.
occupations,
No.
right? But he could have just unconned to Tunis.
I mean, if you're selling land, I guess it's okay if you don't occupy it. Like,
They rejected Great Britain's enforced peace.
What?
So I guess.
Wait, Aragon did? But
no.
no.
the
Oh,
others.
so yes. Okay. What is that?
Britain joined.
I don't think the Venetian navy is strong enough.
Yeah,
Alright,
but
so
the
this
thing
is
I think with the thing with the cannons right now is Oh, and that's
What cannons?
and that's Paris being protected with some nice stack whips as well. Because yeah, that's the thing. I don't think you can be sure that all of your infantry stacks will actually take part in the battle. Meanwhile, you can be sure that your cannon stack will, and it can give you some nice stack wipes as well. So I think it's definitely worth it.
The thing is, it's like small armies is definitely not worth it, but in bigger armies, it's
Yeah, I mean,
definitely gonna
people
be
have
worth
like
it.
10 infantry stacks each.
Yeah, then it's definitely worth it.
How?
Byzantium is going all the way back to Venice pretty much. And for some reason Austria and
Wait,
all of the rest of them are just chilling in Reims.
Alright, I'm
And-
gonna talk with the H3 guys because there's apparently being a rule break.
So just pause the game, right? If there's a rule break. What's going on?
Condos twice per war or what?
Yeah, enforced peace is allowed.
How is Tibet looking at the moment?
We'll be right in a second because there's a battle going on in France. I mean, I think the French should have it, but actually there's quite a lot of Germans in the area. Aragon might be going... I guess taking this fort would be really nice for them though. So assaulting it might be worth... Even if they lose this battle and they take back the fort in the south.
They don't have enough cannons to reach it.
Yeah, that's...
Now they do, but now they're moving off again.
Yeah, they are assaulting. They should have enough. And they still might be able to win the battle in the north because the French general... Oh, Byzantium is coming! I think they will make it... Oh no, it's 11 days.
Yeah,
It's
No.
close. It's too slow.
Aragon.
It's too slow.
Aragon is going to take this fort, which is going to be very nice for them. And they also won in Reims.
oh shit.
It's going to be... Wait, but I think that's 2 stacks, so they should have... Yeah, the second stack has a lot of morale. They're not gonna get stack wiped.
Yeah, but like they will get surrounded now and then have
They're
to
not
rush
surrounded,
down from the
really.
north. Oh, they're shadow retreating.
Yeah, that's fine.
If the French are on time, they win that battle.
I mean, even if the French are a bit late, if they just went for the province, the Aragon might, Byzantium might not be able to withdraw, even if they win. So
It's gonna be close.
actually, yeah, they might even hold. Yeah, Byzantium actually withdraws on his own, which is a smart move. And now France is going to retake all of his provinces, and hopefully he isn't going for mountain forts again, because it's been proven that it's not going to work. I think he should go for Austria first. That's War's forts, and he actually, if he takes those 2 forts, he can move into this province and then separate the mountain fort pretty easily.
The tide is turning.
Yeah, and it's kind of coincided with Great Britain joining the war with his 40k, which certainly helped, but I think it was mostly a few mistakes by Austria. Oh, we got the new player joined the game. Actual Carthage showing up.
That's a nice color.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
It's
color.
not like Austria white, it's a different.
Yeah, it's like a desert white.
But I don't like the ideas at all.
Jerusalem white.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jerusalem white. So they have galley compatibility, global naval engagement, which is global naval engagement still as good as it used to be in
Yes.
1.28? Yeah, okay.
Nothing.
Naval
changed there.
combat of owned coast, which is really nice if you have a giant empire all over the place. Mercenary bonuses, I guess that's not really that great. Naval force limit, pretty good. Sailor maintenance, okay. Morale, trade efficiency. I mean, it's kind of mix of everything. So that's...
Now the question is, what is Carthage gonna do? Is he gonna go north or south?
Yeah, that's actually a good question, because he formed Carthage, but what is he going to do with it now? It's still
He
the...
can also go into Mamluks.
He could, but apparently that didn't work out as planned.
Oh yeah, it was. I think.
I guess
first
at this point he could go just for Italy if he is supporting the French, so I'm sure they wouldn't mind.
Punic Wars again.
Yeah, this time they're
The
coming
Turks.
back after what is it, 1800 years? They're coming back with
Yeah.
vengeance.
Actually, is he sending Conditori? Because
Yeah,
then,
he's supporting.
He has again armies in the Alps.
Oh yeah, I guess that's why they didn't work out the first time.
Yeah. we
They
should
didn't
send
have
him a
the
message.
great leader of Carthage, which is an 1-0.
We should send him a message that he should change his leader to Hannibal.
Yeah.
But does he have elephants? That's the big question.
Nope.
We should have given him the Indian unit types.
There's a new war. Let's see if it's actually a real one. Tibet versus Wei and
Yeah, it's a
Fujian.
real war.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a real war.
At this point,
but
Tibet is like Thanos and he's going for the Infinity Stones.
yeah, but I mean, Tibet wins versus Wei in a perfect world, but there's also Fujian in the mix. And he still has a 40 force limit, so together they have almost 100, which is more than Tibet has. It could go both ways, I think, reasonably. I think Tibet has an advantage, at least economically. I'm not sure what state the Chinese are, but I think it could go both ways. Stuff like leaders would be very important, and both sides have pretty terrible leaders. I guess the best one is a 3-3 for Tibet. Wei is engaging, he has pretty low morale, and yeah, Tibet has more cannons at least, so that's good for him. Not much of a difference. Fujian should. Oh god, he didn't make it. That's bad. That's bad. They're engaging separately. I guess the 10k is going to be on time, but with Tibet reinforcing, that's going to be a win for him. But I guess they're not gonna cry about this fort because that's only farmlands. Nothing really too important.
Oh, that's actually my former capital.
Yep. Meanwhile, Manchu are still struggling with Oirat. Yeah, that's the curse of no forts. AI can out-micro you if you're not paying attention. Meanwhile, in France, probably both sides are sitting and, I guess, just sieging. The numbers got way more even now.
There's gonna be a battle in Bern.
Yeah. Eventually, at least. If the Irish condos didn't get stack wiped, the French actually would have numbers advantage, or at least the parity. So that's
I
really
can form Shun.
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 Aren't you going for the
Angkor,
in the
yeah.
Chinese tag we made?
Yeah. But I just flipped Shan culture. Oh, I'm not Khmer, I'm Ava.
Yeah, I know. I was checking what the requirements were, but it didn't show up.
You need to be Shan culture.
Problem is if they commit.
Andrex is like, what is this war for that I'm in? It's good to know this stuff. You probably want to know it in the... Oh, the Byzantium actually sent a white peace over and the French didn't accept.
Yeah, they are winning at
Oh,
this point.
Fujian might end up getting separated from Wei, which would be pretty bad.
Yeah, like Tibet has a full front and backline and
Battle in
2 stacks to
Switzerland.
support that. And he's recruiting more troops.
Yeah,
I
basically.
think like Wei should really commit to this war.
Tibet
And he
already
actually
won
is.
in China.
And I guess Fujian doesn't really care because he's just supporting Wei. A bit,
Yeah.
but not too much. But
Someone tell Bob about Defender of Faith.
once again, Oh, there's a battle going on.
It was about Defender of Faith.
Oh, yeah, that is useful. It's only -1, and I think the French general. Okay, never mind. The French general that's good is actually withdrawing, which is pretty bad, and they're not really reinforcing anymore. I mean, there's still the 0-6, which is pretty good. Yeah, they are still reinforcing. Okay, it's going to be a difficult battle to win. Yeah, they don't have cannons anymore, and there's still the Byzantine cannons in the back, so that's not ideal. The French cannons are going back to Paris.
They are going home.
Yeah, so that didn't really work out for France. I guess both sides are not that good in attacking. Oh, but actually that means that now French have the naval supremacy because England just showed up with their heavies, so they can retake all of those islands. I mean,
not necessarily, because the galleys might still be better. Like,
well, I mean that's possible, but at least Byzantium is not contesting it, so they do have the supremacy now, at least. I don't think there were any naval battles. Oh, there was one, and but it was like transport fleet, I'm pretty sure.
That's something I don't understand. How is the galley to heavy?
Galley has 1 combat width, and heavy has 3, so you can fight with more galleys at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like the galleys are stronger than heavies in inland seas for a long time. But the issue is like
they get like 100% from inland.
25.
25. Okay, so that's
It's
not
not
as good as I thought, but it's still pretty good.
Kava, just to let you know, I'm declaring a fake work into Gianagar for show superiority.
Okay.
They'll get the notification. Thanks.
Chad Hungary protecting the burned fort.
yeah, I think we're gonna see a navy battle very soon.
Perhaps. I mean, if they gathered all of the galleys together, they have a lot of them. Wait.
Byzantium was just recruiting new ones.
how is Timurid looking at the moment? Because didn't hear from them a long time.
Yeah,
They've been a bit quiet.
decent money, decent army,
How is
almost
Cuba
100k.
still
I guess they're fine. They're just probably waiting for the next war versus the Indians.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure the truces are up, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
So it could
how-
fire at any
how's-
moment.
QQ has rebels again.
Yeah,
He
he actually
always
had
has
a lot of
rebels.
rebels coming when I was checking.
There's nothing you can do.
I'm gonna do a pro gamer move. Actually, I'm gonna wait for the navy battle
Are you going to do some like naval blocking?
north of Sicily. That one should be an easy win for.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but
He noticed. He switched the admiral. Now it's not
Yep.
so easy.
the morale is pretty even, but still.
Venice is gonna lose its flagship, and it's gone.
Yep, it's gone. The admiral is better for GP by quite a big margin, so that's that was I think a lot, like 13 galleys at least.
Yeah.
So that quite sucks.
Naval ideas.
Yeah, Byzantium is going pretty much land, and Britain has naval. So that's
Which also gives
big supremacy in quality for Great Britain. I think there was, yeah, not that many big battles except for the one on the Wuchang.
Oh,
I
my
believe
army
armies-
being invaded by Japan.
Yeah, they were struggling versus Oirat, and I think they maybe even lost the
Oh
war.
yeah, Shimazu and are fighting Manchu and Shishang again.
Oh,
Yeah.
and the rebels are occupying the Moten Fort, which is pretty key. Damn, Manchu might actually die. But I still think he should be able to win battles versus the Japanese, because the Japanese are not that strong.
They have Miltech 8.
That's
no
interesting
idea.
choice.
Oh, that's agony.
Yeah, exploration and naval. That's going to be difficult to win versus 26k horde on flatlands.
Yeah.
Like, the Japanese are just two vultures at this point.
Oh, I think, yeah, Jujian pieced out. Probably for nothing. So I think now Wei is in a very bad spot. Especially now that he's going to take, I think, a pretty bad battle with an inferior leader.
It's a white piece. Yeah.
And he's doesn't have any cannons, basically. Meanwhile, Tibet has 25.
That discipline.
Yeah, I mean,
Wei
they
has,
both
like,
have
lot of infantry
they both
compatibility.
have good discipline, but the morale on Tibet is way higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not even able to reinforce in time. And
Just before.
yeah, his cannons were all in the second stack, so that's unfortunate.
Just
Meanwhile-
before I left, I told Tibet to kill Wei for me because he
Yeah.
betrayed me. And he's doing that right now, so I'm happy.
I mean, there's no reason. Like, Tibet is the strongest nation at the moment in China.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's no
the
reason for
colonial nations army is getting wrecked by Austria.
Oof.
Chad
it's only
AI is
9K.
losing. Yeah, France is going for burn again, and hopefully this time the... Why is he using cavalry? God knows. This time, hopefully their cannons actually stick around for the battle. Oh yeah, Ottomans are doing the pro game strat. And I mean, there's nothing... Oh, wait, no, there's not nothing.
40k walking down.
Actually, not just 40k.
How many troops do the Ottomans have?
Like 10k, maybe 15.
Oh.
15 with Vessel.
Are you still playing the Ottomans, Leroy?
It's
Come on,
It's
you
going
can
to
do
be a
it.
difficult war, but I'm cheering you on.
Do it. We believe in you.
yeah, I would
Actually, it's giving a chance to France, because without 40k, well, actually
Yeah.
Aragon has a huge numbers advantage now, anyways. And that 40k is actually needed on the front line, and it's actually going back. So they agree. No, Leroy just jumped in on Ottomans this session because they didn't have a sub, and we really wanted a player on Ottomans. No, just this
Yeah,
session.
I think Fairy Tale just gave up.
No, he didn't officially say he gave up, so we actually had to do something about it, because usually we'd give protection, but maybe we wouldn't even give protection in this case.
Brunswick isn't even in the France war, right?
Nope.
Yeah, he's not in the French war. And Austria is now going for burn. They actually got pretty lucky with the rolls on the siege. The leader for Austria is kinda crap, and they don't have that many cannons, so that's... I don't think that's the best open. Like, Austria is reinforcing with stacks that have a few cannons in them, which is not the way you want to go. Yeah, there's only a few cannons in the back row, because there's just infantry taking all that space. Where are the
I mean, he has only
cannons?
6 cannons to begin with, so
So
that
where
in
are the
mind.
cannons? Oh, the Byzantium stack that went to Constantinople has all the cannons, so now they're fighting the entire... The Ottomans were key in all of this. They actually turned the tide on the Austrian front. Because now the battle is lost, there's reinforcing a defeat, they're losing troops left and right. Probably even...
damage numbers.
Oh, not stack wipes, good move on Austria.
that was ugly.
Yeah, and Byzantium got on the
1.6
border
versus 200.
just the moment the battle ended. So Ottomans are changing the fate of Europe with their invasion.
With their 10k chat troops.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Wei is not doing
Dying.
too hot. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that was the problem. Like, because all of that backstabbing, he didn't have any allies, and I think with someone to support him,
Yeah.
like actually fully support him and commit with him against Tibet, he would have been able to. Actually, if he does some crazy stuff and cuts off Tibet in his lands and gets some great stack wipes, that would be pretty nice. But I think that army is enough to beat Wei.
They should
Doesn't-
have all joined me in the
Yeah.
war against Tibet.
Yeah, like honestly, I'd say yes, and then kill you after. But still, join you versus Tibet, 100%.
That was their last chance, I think.
And maybe not last chance, but
Their
like with
best
with the Diplo setup, that was the last chance. That's right. But it was the last chance to actually organize a coalition like this.
I had Jampur
That's
also.
actually Wei is getting some pretty nice rolls in that. But I guess okay, wait, he actually might win this.
Oh no, it just drew a 9. Oh, 0. Yeah, it's,
Oh, that
it's
was
behind
very
by
close.
3.
That was
It's behind
surprisingly
by
close.
3.
And yeah, France actually got a fort, but because neither side has a war goal, that means that it doesn't change anything. So they're still not fighting. Yeah, and I mean honestly, after France takes like this fort and forces this fort after they block this province, I think they should just go through Swabia.
They should go into Milan.
Is
because
Swabia giving anyone military access? Yes, he's giving actually access to everyone in this war. So France can just go over and go for Vienna, which I think is the go-to move.
after they got Wallis, I think they should go in Milan, because if they teach Milanese
That's-
provinces, they will get a lot of devastation, and that's pretty much Milan.
Yeah, but
out.
it's mountain forts all over the place, and they're level 4 as well. Byzantium gets a nice snipe on some Aragon troops. But no, let's see. They don't have. They need to organize a bit their forces a bit more.
They do have naval superiority, so
Byzantium was formed by Venice. Yeah. Shimir Gloom, you're from Discord? I don't recall your nick. Aragon is doing some nice snipes on Nepal. Naples, not Nepal. But yeah, now he's running away. That's a cute move. Oh, Alicia, okay. The Lithuania sub from first session. I mean, Great Britain is just sniping islands left and right. Because they have the naval supremacy. Which, honestly, in the end might add up to quite a bit. Yeah, the sub. And maybe even I don't think the British troops are... I guess they're worth something. They do have quality. So that's not that bad, but I think they would be a bit more useful just sending them to siege stuff. Maybe those 4 provinces in Asia Minor. Maybe even stuff in Greece. Not only the islands. Because, like, being forced to send troops from Austria all the way to Greece, as proven by the Ottomans, it can make a huge difference.
I'm kind of rooting for Aragon's side in this war.
Yeah, I mean, they are the underdog, at least were at the beginning.
I'm rooting for Florence.
What is Jujian doing? He's at war
Wait.
with Japan?
Yeah.
Oh, he is on the Manchu side, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, Leroy,
Yeah,
you're
and-
rooting?
Manchu kicked the Japanese out, so yeah,
Of
I
course,
think he's
because
good.
they don't have any ideas on tech.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Wei actually managed to do a cute move and cut off Tibet in his lands. And if he somehow is able to wipe them, then he might be able to win eventually. But I don't see him winning battles against the full 100k of Tibet.
If he holds like 4 more years, Seisharang can join again.
Yeah, actually, this battle is very important. And it's not actually that bad start for Wei. I thought he was going to get caught in a worse position. The general for Tibet got even better. He got a decent air with 4 fire.
Oh, that.
And yeah,
that-
he's not reinforcing anymore. I think he could have, but still just
He
the
barely.
advantage in morale. for
Yeah.
Tibet is too big.
The white player is good in fighting, but not so good Diplo. I think.
Looks like the Byzantines are sieging Bern for now, but giving a defensive battle to the French might be
Risky.
risky. Yeah, since like they won an offensive battle on the forts, so somehow Florence managed to get into Sicily, and I guess that just means that the British can wipe 9k of Florence troops there. Oh, but Aragon's fleet is actually getting sniped by Florence.
Those might have been mercenaries. Because
I mean,
you can
it's-
raise them on occupied.
No, that's it's actually mostly Naples troops, so never mind. Oh, there's France actually pulled the trigger and moved in. Still better general for France, which is like over time the 2 pips in shock adds up to a lot. That's like basically fighting on mountains in half of the battles. So that's really huge. They have consistent, and now they have even better general because I guess someone died. No, it's actually 3-5 versus a 5-2. I think shock is still better at this point of the game, right? It's pretty much always better, I think. Just it's not that much of a difference.
It's like shock. The infantry usually still has better shock at the moment, like shock pips, and they still have more infantry shock modifier. So
Yeah, I
Cartridge
think
is really-
the French have this. So it's
Car-
100, almost 200k for the French, and for HRE it's 50k. So
Yeah, look, the Carthaginian troops in the front row.
yeah,
They are fighting in the Alps now.
like the coalitions are pretty sick in this battle. Like the mix up of troops, it's pretty cool.
yeah,
Jampur just declared on Tibet.
Oh, and all of the Tibet's troops. All of Tibet's troops are sitting and stuck in Wei, so that's pretty great. I'm gonna watch this battle till the end, but then
Yeah,
I'm gonna
sure.
go back to.
Also,
They are all too late. I had an alliance with Shampur. So
Nobody dies for Henan.
why do they declare war now instead of all helping me back then?
I guess Jampur was expecting to be fighting Timis this session, but because nothing is happening, they just decided, and they actually got an opportunity. So they're moving in, and actually France is defending the hill fort, as I kind of thought they might be able to.
I can't.
So let's see, it's
between Timmy and
Jampur Bachman is with Kradiaks bullying the players who are just having fun in China. Mewar as well, and it's just Tibet, so Tibet has no allies. And everyone, like Bachman is sending serious troops.
I want to point out why he has no allies. I was allied to him, and I had to break the alliance because I was above dip relation, and I couldn't integrate my vessel anymore because I was permanently below 0. And because of that, I had to break alliance with him because it was the only one who I didn't have a royal marriage with. And then, like, India declared on him.
And yeah, because of the fort that Wei captured, Tibet cannot actually go back.
Oh.
Like, he's just unable to go back. There's no possible path for
Manchu
him.
went bankrupt, but he won against the Japanese.
Yeah, even bankrupt, he will probably win battles versus the Japanese. Oh yeah, like Manchu is not too hot, but he's at least better than Japanese, so he might retake the rest of Korea. That's something.
If they win this war against Tibet, I'm gonna be very frustrated.
Yeah,
that I
the Indians will win, no doubt, because like the mountain forts will fall before Tibet is able to go and defend them. The only question is, will the Indians actually force Tibet to lose the war versus Wei in some way? Or will they just yeah? Will Wei find the way to win this war?
In any way.
Is it a mountain fort? I guess he has a chance. There's always a chance on mountain forts. He's reinforcing a bit too fast with cannons in his second stack. That's interesting. He's getting some bad rolls right now, to be honest, even with mountains. And that's honestly not that good rules. Oh god, another 9 for Tibet.
I just don't. Why do they do all? Ah.
Yeah, like eventually Tibet is going to be able to come back, but like that's the last modern fort. I think that's the he has one over here, which doesn't really mean anything against the Indians. So yeah, that's the only question now is the fate of Wei. It's going to be decided by Indians.
Yeah.
And I mean, if I were Indians, I would help Wei because Wei is clearly inferior to Tibet, and you want to have a. If you're expanding into Tibet, you want him to have some very strong neighbors. Oh, the Carthage. Oh, no, they're not getting stack wiped, so that's pretty good. Somehow the Aragon troops managed to snipe Mountain Fort, probably an assault. But that's kind of weird, like people are running all over the place. I'm not sure what happened.
Bulgaria took Budapest.
Nice! You achieved a moral victory in this war, but unfortunately Brunswick is going to achieve an actual victory over you.
But I'm gonna relieve the fourth siege, right? Come, my silly troops.
What's going on? There's a lot of wars, and Milan actually managed to retake the mountain fort, so that's kind of point. Like, how many people died in this war? We're getting close to 1 million by now, and I think a few wars just started. That's not an actual war versus Austria. Yeah, that's just a
Phony war.
imperial war.
The Empire.
Sweden is at war with Congo? No, Congo is invading the Papal States.
What? Why?
It's a war of aggression.
Maybe they are trying to force convert or something.
It's some kind of trick war, but I'm not sure what the goal is.
Maybe they can offer a peace that they force convert to Catholic.
I mean, they're Catholic already. They got an event
really?
as Congo. Yeah.
No.
Tibet is still stuck in Wei, like he's winning battles. That's nice.
Tibet has lost the way in Wei.
Yep. He cannot fight the way out of Wei.
If it were a Hoi 4, he would be fucked though. But it isn't.
Papal States
Yeah.
is in Avignon. France managed to recapture Wallis yet again because no one has enough. Wait, someone unconditional. Somewhere. Again, what? Someone dropped? No.
Now Timmy needs to invade India. He needs to do it now.
Yeah, and then QQ invades Timurids, and then Mamluks invade QQ, and then Kartaks invades.
Yeah. No, QQ is in an alliance with Timmy.
So because no one has enough garrison, they just keep losing that fort. But looks like, I mean, actually, France is not sitting on the. Where are the French troops? What? Oh, they are just hidden behind the allies. They should be sitting at least for a few months on that that province with their cannon stack, or maybe, I mean, that Bern is just there anyways, but. They want to regain garrison enough just so they can delay the assault, at least for a bit. Yeah, and I wonder if Wei is in talks with the Indians, because it really looks like he's trying to stop...
They're in the same call, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I really want Indians to save Wei.
I'm gonna go into that call for a moment.
Yeah, you be my eyes and ears. What's that Congo war on? Oh, Sweden actually managed to defeat and capture the Norway lands, which is helping us with the border war. Very nice.
Oh, nice.
What's Congo doing?
Doing Congo stuff.
He at least sees Avignon. He can get there, but he has one ship, and it's a light ship as well.
Isn't
I finally a good ruler. Holy smokes! So how is the European war going on? Oh yeah.
France has a second fort now. And the Byzantium is...
they were push.
Yeah, Byzantium is still going for... So that's the weird thing. So France is pushing,
Yeah.
but the HRE is offering them defensive battles all the time.
Okay.
Which is kind of weird, right?
Oh.
You'd
Not
think
necessary.
the defensive side would try to stay on the defensive, but that's not the way things
I mean,
are
they are
turning
not the
out.
defensive side. They're attacking Aragon, and because they attacked Aragon, they're attacking France.
But
so they
yeah,
have
but
to
it's
push.
it's France. They don't have to push. I mean, there's no war goal in this war.
Yeah, if they want to win the war, they have to push.
Yeah, but it's France who's winning all the defensive battles. That's why they took all the forts.
Austria has no manpower left.
That's
Can you
true.
check out the crown lands from Austria?
But Aragon is also out of manpower. Britain is pretty much out of. Florence has a lot still. Byzantium has a lot still.
France has a lot.
Yeah, France has a lot. I think it's a bit better for the HRE side overall when it comes to manpower, but still not great for anyone. He has plenty of Crownland.
What is
Byzantium-
Bohemia doing?
He's killing the OPM, Nuremberg.
Byzantium-
He's in a war versus the Emperor because that's how HRE works. And so Byzantium goes yet again on the hill fort. Both sides have... There's actually too many cannons for the French side. The 4k of those cannons that are in reserve is actually 3k? What? Yeah, 3k, because the combat width is 25. They're not doing anything, and they won't do anything on the front lines as well.
Basically, I think the French side has won, because the Byzantines and the Milanese will be out of manpower when they siege down all of Switzerland.
Actually, this battle might be... There's not that many forces left for the French side. Like,
Yeah.
no, wait, that's actually...
No. They have like another
yeah.
75k.
But, I mean, look at the HRE side. They have actually more.
France is camping on admin. I like.
I mean, what do you need? What admin? What is it good for?
I mean, stepping up.
Yeah, and
I think usually France is actually dealing more
Oh,
casualties.
those damage numbers.
Yeah. Like most of the times, I feel Milanese are retaking the Wallis fort, which is kind of weird because I think it really doesn't matter in this war.
Nope. And they won't because France is currently on the way to intercept.
But that's not enough. 11k. With
I mean, it's just like to reset the assault. And
Yeah, but
pull
actually,
more
like,
troops
the-
out of
yeah,
that's the
at
thing.
40k to Wallis, that's not really worth it. And as I said, this fort is really not worth anything because it's not blocking any movement for anyone.
Byzantic, I'm gonna leave, but you have to keep an eye out. Did Brunswick send condottieri before?
He's to the French war?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think yes, and they got cancelled because in the same war because
Yeah.
I declared.
Well, if they did, then we can. They're not in. There's actually no condos almost.
Yeah, because I declared the war,
Yeah, I'll keep an eye.
and they're not allowed to send them again. Right?
Yeah. I think they were. And even if like somebody doesn't remember, it was checked on the stream. So
I kind of feel bad about that.
I mean, like, it's pretty close right now. The 40k with no morale from France joined, but we'll see what's it worth. With rolls like this, it's not gonna be much.
I guess Serbia.
come on, Spielberg, kill them for me.
I will slaughter them all, these pigs.
They-
Like, what the fuck is
traitorous
this? Like, you're
bastards.
taking the entire India.
Oh,
like,
Byzantium is
what-
actually winning. Barely.
Oh,
Oof.
oh, yeah, they are.
Yeah. Like, I think that the French side actually has way lower numbers. Let me check. Yeah, both sides lost
Making
over
fucking
100k,
unlucky as
but
mentioned.
France
No.
has lost more. Apparently, France won in Wallis somehow, but like 20k from Milan was basically with no morale from the assault. that's not really fair.
Where we both.
Spielberg, are you still stuck in Way? Did you
Yeah,
lost your
I
way?
have to 100% way before I can do anything about these guys. That's the issue.
I just don't
How much money are you losing
understand.
because of the devastation and everything?
I'm losing a shit ton of mine, like 65.
Yeah,
then I'm
and
gonna
you
take
did
the
commit
mandate
a
and
fair
I'm gonna-
bit versus versus.
Like, I mean, the
Way.
thing is, like, you know, like, come on, guys. Like, you can have some decency and not take, like, a 4v1 war.
Also, they
Also,
could just
you should
all gank
consider
you.
taking next loans.
Yeah, they just ganked me, like, hardcore. For what?
Yeah, the thing is, I learned from my first game that the Asians don't have any honor.
That's true. That's
Like,
true.
it's fine if they don't have any on. The thing is, like, you know, just
Oh yeah, you got
have some fucking
forces.
decency and don't do, like, a fucking entire, like, India gangs. It's just, like, so lame. Because, like,
I
how the
think,
fuck am I supposed to defend against 200k?
Too bad I didn't bring any popcorn because I got salt already. Looks like.
I mean, is there an issue in that?
Yeah, like you clearly don't recall that stuff happened like this to some nations in this campaign already.
Really?
Like in
The
Eastern
whole-
Europe, for example.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah, but
yeah.
in Europe that's a different situation.
Why? The
Like,
basically the
yes!
same
Ottomans?
Praise the Omnissiah!
Oh, I think you stack whip him? Or not?
Wait, I stuck to him ages ago, but I just flipped Theocracy
Oh.
to an event. The gods are with
Yeah.
me, brothers and sisters.
Oh god. you
With the
got 10%
power of God
morale,
on my
5%
side,
discipline,
nothing can
5%
oppose us.
You
That
need
would
to
be agony.
contact Timmy. Like,
5
this is
morale.
I
God.
went to him and he said, no, what the fuck am I supposed to do more?
Timmy is a coward.
Yeah, he's a coward, what can I do?
Like, everyone is a
Janpur-
coward.
Janpur has 3 morale and Tibet has 5. God. That's pretty good morale.
Does it? Is he? Are you running? You should pick next loans, by the way.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
If
You
you didn't
probably
already
should
do
take
it,
all
I
loans.
don't know. Because like
I
the
went bankrupt while bankrupt several times.
And I got him.
So Way is
Get
out.
shit ton of money from, yeah.
And now I can actually fight these fuckers.
you lost one Theocracy.
Oh yeah, fuck, that was a stupid idea.
Do we still have the mission, by the way?
Yeah, but I can't use it.
Way
Because
strikes
it's gonna give
back.
Way.
He found a way!
A way
He
out of
found the way!
You found the way out of way.
Well,
But hey, I at least did the boost on the officer.
Oh! France actually
Wait,
lost
so-
all of the forts they managed to capture in
I'd rather have 5%
Switzerland.
discipline and 10% morale and 5% RCA.
Yeah,
um,
fucked up. I was like,
Just Byzantium and Milan still have manpower.
On the plus
And
side,
Byzantium
Way-
has for sure.
On the plus side, Way got
Yeah.
the lost
Milan
mandate
is
of
out.
all of
yeah,
them.
so he's not gonna be like breaking that shit again.
Florence has manpower.
It's like bankrupt.
Yeah, the only ones are Florence and Byzantium. The rest has no manpower.
Yeah, but they together they have more manpower than France, so
Yeah,
it's,
but they need to attack because it's an offensive war.
Do they not?
they
use
actually don't need
mercenaries?
to. Like it's not an offensive war anymore because there's no war goal, so that doesn't.
He doesn't have a general on that stack. Whoa. Lol, 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 lol. The comeback is beginning, bravas.
He died.
Like
He
actually,
died.
if
He had a general there, but he died.
if Aragon declared war on Carthage and occupied Messina, would it count for having war goal for the other war?
Way went back.
Actually, would want to check it someday. Yeah, like the Tibet
Oh.
morale is so higher than the Indian. They really need to pay attention to their
I mean-
reinforcements.
Keep in mind he could have 0.3 more morale because he. The problem is like he has
Spielberg,
no
actually,
leader.
can you go out of this channel, by the way?
Okay, fair enough.
Just
Spielberg,
because, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why is Ava allowed?
Yeah, so the provinces in this area are kind of big, so reinforcing is a bit difficult for the
Yeah.
Indians. And because they're not really committing at all, Tibet's numbers are actually fairly dangerous to them.
Ava is just spectating. They are like the Switzerland of our world.
Ava?
Ava, yeah.
I don't know. Like,
Oh yeah, so apparently Natis claims that if Aragon declared war on Carthage and occupied Messina, then it would count for Aragon as the war goal in the other war. That would be a... Oh, what? Sweden is attacking Livonian Order. So he's using the fact that HRE is busy in the south to expand himself because he was waiting for the
Wait,
opportunity
can you
to
go
do it
to
for a long
diplomatic
time.
map mode for a moment? Just press on Sweden and go diplomatic map mode. I want to see. Yeah.
All of HRE, basically.
That looks like World War II. Oh, World War
Yeah,
I.
actually, I'm surprised Russia didn't join this war. Because we have Russia, by the way.
I mean, I think Russia will declare its own war. He's moving troops.
Oh, yeah, that's... I mean, he still could just call him in because...
Isn't Russia super weak? Oh, he's on low maintenance.
Okay.
was he?
He still is on low maintenance.
Oh, yeah, he is.
One more year.
Bohemia is moving troops, though, so... Actually, Sweden is hopelessly outnumbered in Estonia.
Sweden does seem to have the naval advantage, though.
We'll see.
Spielberg is trying
Light
to
ships.
Okay. I guess
Timmy
not.
to join him, but Timmy is
Yeah.
not willing. He's scared.
But yeah, he still stack wiped the Lübeck army because of the naval battle.
I just want to point something out. Like, he getting the event with an MTTH of like 100 years to flip theocracy for free. And then,
And then immediately lose it.
Piecing out way and losing the
Yeah,
take the mandate
I
forever.
need to write that down for the list.
Yeah, Sweden is, I think, gonna eventually got stack wiped. They're fighting pretty bravely in Reval, but eventually they're gonna fall, I feel. If they actually won that battle, so that's
They
pretty
should
good.
manually retreat.
Yeah,
And not have the issue that are stuck there.
but now that I don't think they have numbers, Sweden is actually going to win this one, even though they shouldn't be able to, but they did. And at the same time, France is pushing back into Switzerland. With HRE is kind of struggling right now. And Russia is raising their maintenance. Well, what?
Oh,
No,
what the
I
hell
guess
Serbia is doing?
no. What? Why is it showing me that it's at half if it's... I'm not sure what's going on.
Well,
Oh, he
anyway,
put it a little bit up, I guess, for...
It was at
Pressing
this
buttons.
point before. It's the same. He didn't have it at 0. But I feel like Sweden doesn't have really the numbers to fight. Actually, he's going pretty all in, but still the HRE has... Like, it's...
I mean, he did stack wipe that Lübeck army.
Yeah, but Lubeck is 17k. And probably he can just recruit more mercs. He should have the money. Yeah, 40 ducats. Not that bad.
Yeah. He makes
Did
a
he
good
just
thing.
recruit 30k more mercenaries? No, he, I guess, had them before.
He has a
1-6, pretty good. And versus 2-5.
He should
oh,
pop. Yeah, he's doing it. He pops out the navy.
Yeah, okay, that's
That's how he got. That's how he got Lübeck.
yeah. Damn, Sweden is fighting pretty nicely in Denmark.
Damn, they're so slow with their navy.
And he's
That's
he
another
got a
stack
fort
wipe.
in Estonia as well.
How? Weren't there 60k, like 30k Polish and
It's Serbia actually.
Serbia?
So basically, like first Livonia sent like 30k, they lost. Then someone sent 60k, then they lost, and the remaining 60k just withdrew.
Interesting.
And yeah, Aragon got Wallace. France has Bern, so we're back to the square one. France still has manpower. Austria is out. Byzantium still has
that's
basically
so
the same as France. Florence has 20k. Like all of HRE, I think, is at this point is fighting, right? I'm pretty
I
sure.
wonder how many stack wipes it takes until the Baltic boys figure out that they have to go around.
Yeah. I think they figured out already. Hanover is not in any war, but he's sending condos to the Baltics war. That's fine. And meanwhile, in
They have to
Tibet,
maintain a fleet there. Otherwise, oh god damn it.
Tibet is actually pushing back, but honestly, I wonder how much is it worth for Tibet to continue fighting?
It's a reconquest war.
Because Indians, they are making money during this war.
Yeah, they're fighting because.
It's a reconquest war though. I guess you can't win though. Yeah. Gotta cut some losses.
Worst case for him is like getting
Yeah, I
stepped
think
out.
you can say many things about Spielberg, but I don't think he's a man who cuts his losses often. Because, like, Tibet is going to be able to defend himself against Indians, and he's going to win quite a few battles. But all that, he's going to lose this war eventually, anyways. Like, even if Indians just committed.
Like, how is his manpower doing after fighting? Oh, by the way, we have a People Republic of China.
Oh yeah, nice. The color didn't change much, but it's here.
Well, I guess because he lost mandate.
Yeah, so he actually lost like 10 morale and is bankrupt. I guess he's using his timing well to recover as much as possible.
The thing is, just, like, depending on how long that war goes on with the Indians,
yeah,
there is a possibility that like
yeah, he could just go in PRC.
That Szechuan
Yeah, I mean, he is fighting without any allies in this war, so that's true. If he loses the mountain forts, then it's going to be difficult for him to win the future war. But he's fighting alone versus basically all of, like, it's except Vijay, all of India.
My ruler just died with 21 years. My 664.
So that's the same problem that Wei had early in the session. Tibet and Wei don't have any allies, so like Wei was able to bully Henan and Manchu and the Japanese before because he has superior army. Then Tibet managed to bully Wei, but once you get they're not able to stand against like the other powers because they have no allies. They can only fight the weaker ones. Not much change on the Austrian front. Looks like only Lubeck staying in Denmark, everyone else going to Estonia, and Sweden is just chilling on Reval for some reason.
Lubeck could just keep 2k there, 1k on each province, and keep his navy in the...
Lear, how is it possible that you're still so quiet even though I have you on 200%?
Is this better?
Yeah, it's slightly better, but it's kind of weird. Like, I don't see any difference. I'm increasing your
it's
volume.
Probably the laptop. It's probably the laptop.
Oh yeah, maybe. Like, I don't hear any change. Russia is still not in this war. Like, I have no clue. They are at full maintenance at least now.
And he's eating attrition.
So I got some intel. Lubeck asked Timmy to join his war.
Lubeck?
Yeah, Lubeck. Like Spielberg was asking Timmy to join the whole time, and then he got a message from Lubeck. He asked Timmy to join the war against Sweden, or something.
Okay. I mean, I guess once Russia joins, but he didn't join yet. And actually, they don't have a border. That's interesting. That would be pretty.
Russia and Sweden are allied, right?
Yeah. They like Sweden could just call Russia in. Yeah.
Everybody's looking at Timmy.
I'm gonna check
like
Messina
he's
in a
mercenary.
second. Yeah, so Sweden's troops are great, but they have like 1/3 of the HRE numbers, so that's not working out. They're killing a lot of dudes. Oh, Russia is in. Yep.
Oh.
Okay. And the HRE withdraws, even though I think they had pretty good battle going on. Or they got defeated. Oh, they didn't reinforce in time, so they didn't have a good battle going on.
Check the
sucks.
province if it's scorched.
Messina is claimed by Carthage for now, and I mean, right now there's Florence troops on the island. so they cannot really transfer it in any way. What's the price of a mile? Yeah, it's a World War I scenario going on in Austria. Both sides, but it's right now the numbers advantage is back to Aragon. I think a lot of the times it's just the problem of not reinforcing properly for one side or the other.
Can you
Which
check after this battle?
yeah.
There are like all the big wars are always at the same time.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, they're pulling all of their reserves right now into this one, so that's going to be huge. Let's see, who's the local numbers advantage? It says 70k, a bit over 100k for HRE. Like 50k more for France, so you'd think they would win because the army quality is, I think, fairly even for both sides, and it's a -1 for Byzantium. Still a better leader for France as well. Like the Byzantine line got crushed, so they have half the cannons in the back row. Even less, they're actually still collapsing. So that's very
Carthaginians
unfortunate.
In the front row, in the Alps.
Yeah, they have 4 cannons in the back row. This means they're not doing as much damage as the French. Which in the long run, over like the weeks of this battle, is just Timurids are damn Europeans with this war thingy. The Europeans, Timurids rejected war after their defeat at the hands of Indians. Yeah, now Sweden, with the Russian numbers to support them, are pushing into Livonia, who unfortunately has the color of Lithuania, so probably it's attracting predators like Russia, apparently.
Alright, he
Oh.
doesn't have.
Tibet peaced out. And yeah, basically he gave up the mountain forts.
Yeah, and he's cut off from his most western lands. But yeah, that does not matter.
It's
Yeah,
not
he can
even-
build more forts. He has at least one space.
Wasn't Lhasa his capital?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Now he's
It's
more like
20
Yunnan,
death,
like-
so like when it comes to death, it didn't change that much. I think it still worked out okay for Tibet. He only has what?
Yeah.
They didn't even take 100 war score in
Yeah.
provinces.
Yeah, I
Now we
checked and
can finish off the last little Chinese states and go after Xinjiang.
yeah, Fujian is allied with PRC again.
Oh, they formed communist China.
Yeah.
Now we can't make way jokes.
Yeah, they lost their way. Just one last one.
They found the way to communism.
And now France is probably. Wait, where the next fort? Oh, they actually got the 3rd fort in Switzerland. The problem is because there's no war goal. They would really need a lot of occupations to force a 100%. But on the other hand, they could start hitting separate nations. Who's the Aragon? Let's see. How close
Austria,
they are.
maybe.
Austria is 21%. So, I mean,
If they focus down Austria, they
yeah.
can
If
stab
they went for the heartlands in Bavaria and Austria and occupied it, they might be able to get to 50%, especially with the capital.
The problem is it's a very narrow path. through
Yeah,
the
they
Alps.
can go through Swabia. Both sides have
Yeah.
access through Swabia. So that's it's still actually fairly narrow, honestly, but it's okay. And
It has a lot of rivers, so it is very good to defend on.
yeah, but no forts. So like the first
Yeah.
fort is in Austria, Austria proper, the actual name
Wow.
of the state.
Oh yeah.
And then they would be able to capture all of the Greek lands of Byzantium. Because like breaking into the mountain forts of Italy would be. Wait, actually Treviso. Byzantium doesn't have a modern fort from the side of Austria.
No, indeed. If they get the Edgetal, they can just roll into Italy.
Yeah, once they
And-
force Austria out. The problem is Austria would probably not give access to France, but they would have to be quick to deny access to Byzantium and rest of the HRE alliance.
They could go, if they get the fort in Eshtal, they could go to Ferrara and then go south to Parma and into Florence. Then they skip the mountain forts.
Yeah, but that's hills. That's hills. Yeah, but they would still need to go through Austria, right? So they would
Yeah,
need
but it's
to.
only 2 forts anymore, and then they get into Italy. Chur and Echtal.
Echtal is actually a mountain fort.
Oh yeah, and Chur also, I think. But
Yeah.
Or-
They could go through like Austria from Unterkempten, but it's
Yeah.
still going to be a long grind for both sides. Like I don't think
Indeed.
this war is gonna get to 100%. Maybe Austria gets pieced out separately, but if they do this, they actually will lose most of their war score they gather. So that's yeah. And other than the Italians,
I think they
It's
should
just
not
Austria.
piece out Austria,
yeah, maybe they shouldn't actually.
because
But
then
still-
they can use his lands to pass through.
Yeah, I mean, if once they piece out Austria, like Austria would have to be really quick to deny access to the Italians before French side gets even a single K troops into their land, because once there's any troops in your lands, you cannot refuse access. And if they give access to Italians while they're still at war, then the French are gonna get conditional access. Oh, but I don't think there's any way for Cuthbert to join the war on the French side.
Maybe they can make a
Like they
claim
could
on Florence,
enforce peace, I guess.
or claim a state.
They would
in
have to
Florence
join-
and then attack.
They would have to join on the actual side, because then Aragon would get the war goal. And it would tick up for the French. Oh, like there's a pretty unprepared battle from the French. They're fighting without their cannons. Byzantium is trying to push into Provence. There's a major mix-up. The troops are running all over the place. France won a major minor skirmish against the Austrians.
I think that was a good move from Byzantium, because now
Yeah, I mean-
they outnumber the troops in the north.
Yeah, but they lost one battle in Swabia, and like there's still not. The French cannon stack is still in the north, so they're protecting the forts with their cannons. Meanwhile, almost all of Livonian Order is occupied, so HRE is not doing the best job of protecting their members.
No,
Like the
yeah,
troops are.
Austria on a war, so
Unless the Bohemians are able to pull some kind of Battle of Tannenberg in this area, then it is actually a World War I scenario all over again, right? Just Central Powers in the HRE fighting against France, Great Britain, and Russia in the east. What is Congo doing in their war, by the way?
the only one who still needs to join is Mamluks, and then
Yeah. I mean, I think he's pretty happy with Ottomans being where they are. And
Yeah, but
Byzantium
maybe-
getting weaker.
Mamluks can invade.
Oh, Byzantium won a battle on this province, however it's pronounced. I have no clue.
Forcalquier,
Forcalquier. Okay. Forcalquier,
I think.
perhaps.
I think it is pronounced as that. French is
and-
a weird language.
Now France has... I mean, they still have 100k. They could try and contest Bern until more reinforcements come. But Austria and Milan are sieging both forts at the same time. I think Chevier is kind of occupied in more ways than one.
Why aren't they assaulting? They're
I'm-
sieging 3 forts. At
Yeah, I
least
mean,
for
France
them-
is attacking now on one side.
Yeah, but at least
They
for
should be
them-
assaulting Wallis. But it is kind of close. Like, Aragon could snipe the Milan stack at any point.
No, they still have to go through Bad.
Oh yeah, they're not in the next province.
It's not
Oh,
looking good
that's,
for France.
But yeah, the Austrians didn't
Oh yeah,
reinforce on
just
time.
won a battle.
Oh yeah, just pull Xavier into this channel that forced him to tell the pronunciation of... Oh, they actually took the fort. Byzantium did.
Forsalki, right?
Once again?
Forsalki.
Forsalki. I think that's way too
That
easy to be French pronunciation.
Could be Forkalki. Because it
Yeah, I
doesn't
think it's
exist.
Forkalki. That sounds more like it. But this
Yeah,
fort
that's
is
better.
absolutely useless.
Yep.
It doesn't give anything, so... I mean, that's good for them, but France actually managed to defend all of the 3 forts they gained so far. And the Russians are moving into Warsaw yet again, as they usually do. The Brusilov offensive is going pretty well. I mean, it's not really Brusilov offensive.
Brusilov is more south.
No, Brusilov would be more into
Yeah, like around here actually. if I recall
Przemyśl.
correctly.
Przemyśl is like where it
No,
was
no, Przemysl was...
Yeah, it's like province Przemyśl.
Yeah, that's Przemysl, but Brusilov was... They didn't reach even Lviv, so it was like here, I
Oh.
think. They didn't actually gain that much land, which was kind of surprising to
I
me.
think we mixed it up with the World War One thing. What was that one called?
Przemysl was the World War One thing.
Yeah,
Fort.
but it was an offensive as well.
Yeah, Brusilov was also in World War.
Yeah,
World War
Brusilov
One,
was
right?
in
Yeah.
like 1917. Przemysl was
Oh,
most
yeah.
important in the first 2 years, I think, or so.
Oh yeah, there
Yeah,
were like
that's no, that's the
100,000
World
Austrian
War.
troops encircled there.
Yeah. Are there any
Yeah.
more wars? I have no clue what's going on with Congo, who's still at war with Pope. Like, what's that all about?
I'm gonna get some.
Yeah,
intel.
actually, if you can, please ask him, because I'm curious. Like, what's this deal about?
Go. Oh, here is Congo. In cooler
Brusilov was
view.
actually Przemysl, and
I'm gonna ask him for an interview.
Yeah.
I think the one was the Spring Offensive.
Yeah, like, Russians already got past that point anyways, so...
Swedish steel.
Yeah, Swedish steel with the Russian meat for the grinder.
I don't know what Serbia is doing.
I mean, he's sniping Zaporozhye troops. Someone has to do it.
He's keeping his land
Yep.
unoccupied.
Yeah, Bohemia is making a lot of money. He has over 100k troops. How is his quality? 4.6 morale. Yeah, versus both Russia and Sweden, he's way behind. And I think that's... Actually, Hanover has really good morale.
Yeah, he has 100 prestige.
And that's 33k in Lubeck, sieging Schleswig. Shouldn't the resolution be good enough? Maybe it depends on the zoom. Actually, let me check how is it looking.
That feeling when XOR Human War announced during the week that he's planned the biggest gank ever.
Yeah, that's yeah, I guess it is kind of the biggest gank ever, but if you count HRE as a single nation, then I guess it is a pretty big gank.
I can't reach Congo. He's in the channel from the war, so they're
Oh,
all...
there's so many battles going on. The HRE is pushing on forts while also taking some battles in the Provence area. And they're actually kind of winning unless Aragon makes it. He should be able to, yep. And in the south, the French will be reinforced by Aragon as well. But in the end, they lose in...
I think they're losing both. Like,
Yeah.
I think that
Yeah,
Portugal win
Portugal might...
Oh, Congo is here.
that Portugal
Congo,
is-
so what's this Pope War about?
Oh, I just had too many admin points and I didn't see me. That's why I attacked him.
Wow, that's a chat movie I've ever seen one.
He can give me cardinals.
You want to force him to give you cardinals?
He will eventually, on his own.
Oh, so you declared so he can see you?
Yes. He needs to have vision of me. He needs to know about me.
He also needs
Okay,
to-
well that's actually a it's way more. It makes way more sense than I expected it to be honest. So
Did they change cardinals or what?
I have no idea. I just tested it in single player, and he can give it to Africa. He can give cardinals to Africa.
can we get a Pope from Africa now?
Then I.
Wait, is Serbia in this
we had
war?
an African
Oh,
Pope. Oh, they pieced out. Someone
Is the
pieced
Pope
out.
a player still?
Serbia is out of this war.
No, the France war ended, the Aragon war ended.
Oh yeah.
I think it was a white piece. I think they're gonna focus on the east now.
Let's see. It was it's a white piece. You really need war goals to get anywhere in huge wars like this. So Aragon really saved. I mean, honest, I don't think like Florence, even with full 40% from the war goal, maybe was close to 50% at a few points, but barely. So I think it wouldn't change that much.
Is the Pope still a player?
No.
Nope,
Oh.
not for a while.
It's just-
Otherwise, we
no.
could have asked him to exodus him to Africa, like a Pope in Congo.
So now we have 500,000 HRE troops going against Russians and Swedes.
The angry Germans are coming.
Yeah. No, we're not allowing people to play Pope at this point.
Oh.
What's...
Oh, the time is up now.
Oh yeah. End of game.
Oh, we got to... we're probably ending on January 1st. Yep. Yeah, well, so that was... this session went fast. Damn.
Yeah. Lots of action.
Yep.
30
We got
years,
like...
actually.
yeah, we
30
were
years.
moving on speed 3 a few times. So there was a giant French war, there's a giant Russian war still going on, and like
So
a
Russia
few...
did attack.
Yeah, they joined
And giant
the
Tibet
war.
Ah, okay.
Giant Tibet war. Oh, is Tibet at war with Timurids?
I don't think
nope.
so. Yeah, it's Oirat.
It's alright.
Oh,
Yeah, and
Yeah,
Timurids are struggling with no forts as well versus the running around AI. I think did he lost the... Where's the gold? Oh, actually, Oirat still has the gold province, so that's definitely his priority for Timis.
What is
gonna
going
be-
to take it yet? I was gonna
Yeah.
take it session 2, then I got eaten.
Wait, who's the... So actually it's kinda unfortunate for Sweden that Livonian Order is the war goal, because they still need 9 more war score. Actually, they should... Yeah, I think they're going on the defensive right now. They're overstacking a bit in
Can still
Bratislav.
take the capital. I
Yeah,
know
they
where
don't actually occupy a lot of the Livonian proper. Yeah, so they might
I mean, they
actually
should siege it down because, like, when did the war start?
It's like 3 years ago.
is the game paused? Or
It's
what?
stuck.
Because the time is not.
Oh yeah, the time is not going. I think we were ending today then, like right now.
Yeah.
Like that's the moment.
Game
because
was stuck
when did the war start again?
3 years ago.
Okay, because if they have it fully sieged down after 5 years, they instantly get 100%.
Oh yeah, that's
Only if they don't have any other occupations on themselves. But yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I
So-
mean, like the who actually has the naval supremacy right now? I think it's still Sweden, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they will
Well,
be able to
unless-
take.
Unless like Florence or Venice ship their
Oh yeah, actually yeah.
galleys around, but I doubt.
They will just die from attrition.
Yeah. Probably someone should announce the game end.
Not
Yeah, like the game
Okay.
is broken.
Yeah, McCready already did that. So I
Oh,
think
the
like,
war in Europe ended.
one.
the French war. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
White
I
peace.
didn't see that.
So that
White
was
peace.
worth it for everyone involved.
Whoa.
I mean, like, Karvash got the best deal because he got his provinces needed for free.
He
Yeah.
was gonna get them anyway, but I guess he got them sooner than.
Yeah, we will see what he's gonna do next session.
Yeah, I
That's
think
World War.
if Sweden and Russia act fast and like take more occupations or just defend themselves long enough to get the ticking war score, they can at least get a stabbing hit victory, if not 100% from occupying Livonia. But I don't think
yep.
like there's just 2 forts in Bohemia, and it's if like they take Helm or any province for Livonia, then they cannot get the 100%. So I think the most they can hope for is the stabbing. Yeah, server lost, so that's
Oh, I
There's-
got 820 channel points.
yeah, I'm actually gonna add a use to spend them, a very expensive way to spend them this week. But I need to figure out if I need to check if there's a possibility to like make it so that the different video feed goes to recording and the different one goes to streaming. I need to check if this is possible because that would be ideal.
Are you doing the post session, Byzantic?
I don't think I really have time for a full-on post session about everyone involved. Are you gonna do one? Because that would be
I can do one, yeah.
okay. I'm gonna try and see how hosting works. Let's see.
Okay. I launch OBS.
You could just read. Also works.
Yeah, I could. I have a button for that, but I want to. Okay, so that's that. Oh, because you're not live, it doesn't see you. Okay.
Yeah, I launch it.
Yeah, but I like that we still have a lot of possibilities for more war because Timurids are still open for fighting. All of Africa basically is free for fighting. Oh yeah, Shavir, how is this province pronounced?
Which one?
In Provence?
Fort Calquier, I think.
Fort Calquier, okay, so Leroy
yeah,
was
Fort
right.
Calquier.
And everyone except me, who didn't have any clue how it would be pronounced.
I think,
Yeah,
I
well,
have
it's not
more-
the easiest one.
I have
Yeah,
more
it's,
issues with the one next to it, the Dauphiné, or what's it called?
Dauphiné.
The
Okay.
accent on the last E is triggering me because that's so unusual.
I love how it's in other languages. It's like the just the dolphin. They just the dolphin.
But the Dauphin is the son of the king.
Yeah, and in English it's a dolphin. It actually is.
Uh,
Yeah,
Okay.
so like the Middle East is pretty chill this campaign, so that's
I mean,
pretty surprising.
QQ is still struggling with rebels.
Yeah,
So where do we start with the possession?
Yeah, I will flip stream then.
Portugal, maybe?
did you start?
Yeah, I will start right now.
Yeah, because I cannot move people to you.
So basically, there was a very big war in Western Europe, and there is a second one going at the moment. The first big war was for Sicily. Involved were basically Portugal, Aragon, France, Great Britain, and Tunis against Austria, Milan, Florence, Byzantium. So pretty big war. Portugal is doing okay. He has a good income, solely relying on trade. His army is not that big, but it's okay. He has.
Okay,
12
I'm gonna go
ideas.
now. GG guys.
Yeah, see ya. See ya
See
next
ya.
time.
Bye.